I have notes.
I do too.
So.
Okay, let's try that.
We're back. After 2 weeks gone, we're missing some folks tonight, but we are going to trudge on with the story. And when we last left everybody, they had made their way from the Wizards of Wine, headed back towards the area of Vallaki, in search of a couple of things. Number one, they are primarily anxious to hook up with Rictavio, who they now know to be Von Richten, a famous vampire hunter who is in Barovia, perhaps seeking allies to facilitate the end of Strahd von Zarevich himself. But there was a side quest that Sashana has been driving you towards, where she needs to pick something up that maybe her quarry left a long time ago. And so you made your way towards the mansion at Argynvostholt. Along the way, you encountered Zeb Leander, a bounty hunter, who told you that Irina and Ismark are now wanted for the murder of their father, the former burgermeister of the village of Barovia. With some really good persuasion rolls and some conversation, y'all were given a pass. Actually, it wasn't persuasion rolls. It was a really good charm spell, if I recall. You effectively negated that situation and avoided a fight. I apologize for not remembering that specific detail. And you were able to continue on, leaving that endeavor behind you, and to the mansion at Argynvostholt, where there you encountered an old, tired dragon that was a statue that had a cone of cold that no longer worked. As you went into the front door, you just got little whiffs of cool air. Digging through the house, the mansion on the first floor, you encountered a living fire. And the living fire, as you ended its battle with it, said, before evaporating, "My knights have fallen into darkness. Save them if you can. Show them the light they have lost," as the fire burnt out. From there, you began to search around, and you found Savid or Savid. I don't know if we really landed on
Savid.
Savid, that's, see?
Mm-hmm. That's what you said.
Well, if that's what I said, then that's exactly what I meant to say. So Savid was down in the wine storage. Savid is a dusk elf who was trying to make his way back to his group. He was sequestered in the house because he was searching for a young Vistani girl who had gone missing, and kind of found himself on the wrong end of some wolves and ended up there at Argynvostholt. After some conversation with him, I believe he left to go back. So he is gone, and you all continued to search the house, finding servants' quarters, the kitchen, where you encountered a little bat. Just a regular bat, nothing special, that was in the pot. And then you went into the dining hall. In the dining hall, and right off the dining hall was a chapel. And you could see some figures in the chapel kneeling at the altar. You sent Paul Hamilton in to take a look around. And they really didn't take a lot of notice of him. But he was able to report that there were some figures there. And then Sashana went in to see, did she know these kneeling knights? And as she spoke to them, they arose, accused you all of desecrating this hallowed ground, and were ready for a fight. Sashana, in a last-ditch effort, revealed her quarry to them, and they informed her, and thus you all, that name had no power here. And so we will start in combat. So before we do all the rolling and stuff, we got to get a little bit of housekeeping we got to do, because we were kind of moving around with larger icons last time, tokens rather. And as you should be able to see on the screen right now, this is the room that you're in. Sashana, I believe, was in the middle of the room, which is where I have placed her. But I would like for everybody to sort of decide where your character would be. And by the way, these squares, because of the size of your tokens, are 10-foot squares. Just a matter of...
Oh, wow. That lighting is awesome. Whoa. Okay, that was what I was expecting.
Okay, so... I mean, you can certainly move your characters, but before we hop into the initiative part, is there any adjustments you want to make as to where you might have been standing? Because I think a lot of you were in the room, the dining hall. I think Sashana went in basically alone. Is that is that right?
I think so.
So it may not matter.
I see where you just that the I don't know if I'm seeing right, because I'm just seeing like a...
I'm going to move you over here.
Oh.
And maybe that'll help you.
Yeah.
Because if you're on an iPad, we're probably going to need to move you around and help you out.
Thank you.
So, I would have. So, do you guys want to tell me where you might be at this point in time? Are you just in the other room?
I think Sasha's probably where she is.
Okay. And Paul Hamilton is still in the room?
Yes, which means I'm probably still in the other room and not...
Okay, well, I'm going to put Iggy right there.
Were there 3 pillars?
There were 6 pillars.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
I think I was like here.
Yeah, go ahead and move it where you are, because I've moved them around a little bit. So just,
I am in the middle of the room, but I'm very near
a
the pillar and almost behind it, but not quite.
Okay.
I'm carefully in the middle of the room.
All right. But right now, you and Paul Hamilton are the only ones in there, and so the rest of you, on your turn, you can just choose how you enter the room. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right. So, if you will please give me your initiative rolls, and I will maybe roll for Quill and...
Cool.
So, Gunlota rolled a 5, is that right?
Yeah, you saw that? Sweet.
I saw it.
Saw it.
So, I'm going to roll for Quill here. He rolled a 15 for Quill. And I will roll for Jack. Jack Agar. 19 for Jack.
Nice.
And then everybody else can sort of tell me what they've got, because I'm not seeing... Oh, wait a minute. I
got a 9.
9 for Iggy. Okay.
19.
19. And Josh got
18.
Josh got a 10. Is that right?
Yes.
And then an 18 and a 19. And I think... And there is some notes about Gunlota. A spell slot or two is gone. I believe it was in the chat last time.
Do you know what I did? What did I do? Did I use it for good or evil?
You'll have to ask Shane.
Okay.
All right, so let me roll for these other characters here. Okay. So Irina rolled an 18, and Ismark rolled a 5, and the Revenants, they didn't roll very high. So we're going to start.
Huzzah.
Okay, so Jack is up first. And Jack was in the other room, so let's go over here to Jack. Do you want to run? Who wants to run Jack today?
I mean, I was gonna say I can help, but I'm limited in my...
No, it's fair. I'll try to run. Chris, if you can run Quill, I'll try to run Jack. Just because I've got the.
Let me pull him up real quick.
All right. I'll move over here to actions, and so Jack is gonna go 10, 20, 30 feet up here by Sashana on the other pillar. You go, hey, Sashana, I got your back. And still not able to get up there. So let's try. Surely with a bard.
Who needs to pick up some weapons?
Will?
She will cast, he will cast rather, Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Why not? And so at the first Revenant, who will have to make a save. And he just makes the save. You cannot see the Revenants?
I can't see anything in front of me, basically.
Because of...
This is the very farthest that I can see.
All right, hold on a minute.
Oh, it's pointed everything. Everybody's looking backwards.
How's that?
That's better.
And everybody, yeah, because I think I put field of vision on it so you could rotate your icons around. If I need to change that for anybody, let me know. When it's your turn. We'll just do that as
cool.
We'll do that when it's your turn. How does that sound? Okay, so that's Jack's move. He's had a joke at the ready, but the Revenant saved. So now we move on from Jack, and the next up is Rain with Harlan Hal on deck.
Okay. So let's see. He's going to make his way over to where is he? There I am. The big squares you said were
10 feet. 10 feet, yeah.
So they're kind of divided into.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. It's just the way that they did it, and the way your icons are. There's no way that that's a 5-foot square if you guys are that size.
10. So he's going to kind of make his way kind of here to the door so I can sort of see what's going on at this point.
Yeah, and you would have heard the whole interchange. It's not like it was being really quiet.
Right. So we know bad things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
I can't make out. Is this one of our people?
That is Paul Hamilton, the possum.
Okay. I thought maybe it was one of our people, but I wasn't 100% sure. He's kind of hiding behind the column there.
Yeah.
He's a possum.
Right. Right. Okay, so let's see. I should be able to get a good shot on.
I'm gonna turn off your limiting field of vision. I'm just gonna do that with everybody as we get to you.
Okay.
So
we know this thing is here. What's my range? Yeah, he should be able to make that throw if he walks into the room ever so slightly. So he should be able to make it kind of here, so he's got some cover. And I'm gonna take a shot here with this guy.
Yep.
With my hand axe.
Okay.
So he's gonna throw that. And that is going to be a 16 plus 8 or a 24 to hit.
Let me just double check that for a second. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, great. That's going to be D6 plus 5. So that's going to be 8 points of damage on that attack.
What kind of damage, please?
That will be, well, it's a hand axe, so I would assume that it is slashing damage. Yeah, it's the wiggle waggly sword icon.
Yeah, non-magic, I presume.
It's an infused weapon, so I'm guessing that it is a magical weapon. Otherwise, it wouldn't fly the way that it does.
Okay. Noted. It hits, and the Revenant seems to be impacted by it, as you expected.
The one behind him will take an additional 5 points of fire damage.
Fire damage, okay.
Second attack, same weapon. So my weapon returns to me. I throw it back at the same Revenant. That's going to be a 13 plus, so that's going to be 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, and that's going to be, oh, well, that was lovely. 6 points of slashing damage to the one there in the front.
Okay.
The lovely chap right behind him takes an additional 12 points of fire damage.
12 points?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that is correct.
You hear the two of them take the hit and go, "The battle is on." It kind of reminds you of every single Klingon in the Next Generation when there's a battle.
Perfect.
Okay.
So then he's the rest of his movement to kind of take refuge here in the shade of this column.
Sure. Okay. So Hal, you're up next with Arena on deck. So I'll hop over here to the Arena folder.
Hal's gonna hop over here. That should be
What the deal here is.
Doable. And is that gonna? Let's see if I refresh it. If that changes the. Oops. Maybe I did too much. Sort of charge into the room lightly and throw. So I can see 3 Revenants there at the front. It looks like maybe. And so I will go with magic missile.
Okay.
Why not?
So you're going to the first Revenant? The one on the front?
With magic missile, I don't even have to go. I don't have to go anywhere.
No, but I'm saying you're targeting the wait.
Oh.
No, I'll distribute.
Okay, so all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's not a save, it just hits, right?
It just hits.
Okay.
That is correct.
So roll your damage.
Yes. So that's going to be 3. Everybody takes 3 points of damage.
All right.
Yes.
So,
and
Not
it's
bad.
force damage.
And Eldrick's Blast wasn't available to you.
I don't know who these people are.
I'm just joking.
I'm just gonna see what's happening.
All right. Yeah. So they all take 3 damage. Nice.
Yes.
And that's your turn?
That's I walked in and smite. Yeah. So that's it.
All right. So you see Arena get a sense of confidence and resolve about herself. And you see her reach into her cloak and she pulls out her light crossbow and she just starts walking 10, 20, 30 feet in, coming up between the two of you, just like she's just straight out of the Black Widow movie, and she just holds up the crossbow and she fires it at the Revenant in the front, and 14 plus her modifier, which is 4, definitely hits that guy, and she does 1d6 plus 4 damage. So there's a d6. So that's 5 points of damage to the Revenant in the front.
Gunlota says,
And she's like, I'm really getting tired of these undead things.
Gunlota says, kind of under her breath, "Yas, queen." Yas."
And yeah, she only gets that singular attack, so that's her move. So now it is Quill's turn. So if Mr. Keener can handle that, or do I need to jump over and do Quill as well? And Sashana, you're on deck, by the way. Quill's over here, by the way. You need me to move him up a little bit. Do I need to give you control of his icon? Yeah, let me do that. I see you don't have it. I'm just going to give all players control of him, which will also mean you'll see exactly what he sees, which isn't bad. Turn off his. There we go. All right. Can you move him now? We can't hear you, Chris. You're muted.
How about now?
There you go.
Okay, great. Sorry, I was focused on him not being able to go anywhere. I was like, he's got this freakish longbow that you kind of have to stand way the heck back to do something with.
Okay.
So
And he yells, "Hell, duck!"
Yeah, basically. I mean, he's like, I think that's exactly what he would do. He would yell, "Hal, duck!" Because he's, let's see, this thing, the short range on this thing is like 150.
Yeah, so you're
quite the freakish long. Jeez.
We gotta buy this guy a short bow for close range battles, or maybe like a nice hand crossbow or something.
Yeah, that's just insane.
So that being the case, I'm gonna stay on that one that we were already kind of attacking. This one here.
okay.
You see my blip?
Yep, I do.
So he's going to attack with his longbow, and that is going to...
I do want to point out that that particular Revenant is standing sort of behind that pillar a bit. So from that distance, he's going to have a little bit of partial cover. So that would just might make that a little bit more difficult.
Oh, I kind of see what you're saying.
Yeah. Now there's two behind him. One is sort of, it's a thread the needle kind of shot from that distance. I just, want to.
Oh, I see the one there.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a little more back here.
Yeah, but he's probably better in the line of sight, is what I'm trying to convey to you.
Okay,
here.
so that's probably the better shot. So we'll go for this fella here then.
Okay.
That's gonna be that's pretty good. 18 plus 8.
That hits.
That's a heck of a plus. Jeez. So it's gonna be a D8 plus 3 damage. Oh, looks like he gets 2 actions. So
Okay.
it's gonna be 5 points of piercing damage
Okay.
for the first attack.
Okay.
He's gonna reload his bow and take a second shot, and that's gonna be an 18 to hit,
18 hits.
and that's gonna be 3 plus 3, 6 points of piercing damage.
6 points of piercing damage. It's a good thing that what Revenants don't have an armor class they make up for with hit points. Nobody
Is
likes
that a
my
good
jokes.
DM laugh or an evil DM?
Nobody likes my jokes.
That
but
is an evil
me.
DM laugh. Yeah.
I definitely gave you a stink face on that one.
Yeah. Okay. So Shashana's up with Iggy on deck.
Okay. So she is going to aim at this one
All right.
and throw.
I'm sorry. Which
Ice
one
Knife.
again? I'm sorry. Which one again? I'm sorry. I didn't see the blip. Thank you.
Ice knife.
Okay.
Hang on. That's a crappy roll. Hang on. That is a 14 to hit,
14 just hits.
9 damage,
9 damage.
and the 2 behind him take 3 damage each. Oh wait, I'm sorry. There was a saving throw, dex throw.
For both of them?
Yeah.
14 for one. And 5 for the other.
14 is the
So
Number.
save.
yeah, so one of them saves and one of them does not.
One of them gets 3 points of damage.
All right. Noted.
And then she is going to move forward and hit him with her longsword.
Okay.
And we're not going to roll you again. We're going to go with somebody else.
And Lotus says, "Yes, queens."
That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And where's my 8? Wait a minute. It's been a while since I've done this. That is 10 damage.
10 damage. As the
Eight. Thunder and slashing.
okay, and as the blade goes in, you hear the Revenant breathe out. You'll pay for this.
It says like every movie character ever, and then you get really disappointed because they never do.
Right?
It's like you wait for like 6 movies and it never happens.
I have you now, Mr. Bond. But before I kill you, let me tell you all my plans. And oh, by the way, I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to leave you in this room with this really thin rope holding your arms together.
And maybe a couple very sharp metal objects.
I'm trying to move her behind the pillar
Okay.
so she can. She's on the inside of the pillar.
Yeah, I see her.
I can't get her to stay where I want her.
Well, you have to think about these squares as like 4 blocks inside the block.
Yeah. So
Now,
she is on the.
there-
She is stepped behind the pillar, but she's on the inside of the room.
I believe if you hold down the control key while you move your character, it's either the control or the alt. You can pretty much put them wherever you want. It's kind of like snap to grid versus not snap to grids.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah,
just
it didn't
for
work, but that's fine.
okay. So
She's
so that was Shash's go, and then it is now Iggy's turn with Gunlota on deck.
So Iggy is gonna move a little bit so she can see more.
Mhm.
But that's pretty much it. Then she's gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
So on let's just say this dude. Like
You can start there.
yeah, because it's Moonbeam, so it pretty much just stays there until they die. But so they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
So which one are you targeting?
Are you casting that as 3rd or 2nd level?
3rd.
Okay.
Okay, so the range on that is you get it to choose an area of 5 feet in a conical, which is pretty much all 3 of these. Each are in a 5-foot space. Which one did you target? I'm sorry.
I don't know if my.
That one.
Yes, that guy.
Okay, that guy. Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, and so I have to make a Constitution saving throw. Difficulty 15.
He rolled a 1 plus 4.
I
So
don't
5.
think they made that.
No, I don't either, but he did not make that. So what happens? He
Takes.
yes, but it's at the start of his turn. Right?
No. When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or it starts its turn there.
Yeah, so it'll
It's
take
engulfed in ghostly flames. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll happen. It'll just happen
On its turn.
On its turn, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mark him though.
And then I can make him feel a lot of pain.
Yeah, I'm going to
Let's
mark
hope.
him with this little thing there to kind of remind us that he's got that. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And does Iggy have anything else?
I think just that.
Okay. Well, I've got the spell up here on the screen. So we'll keep an eye out on it. Okay. So now it is Gunlota's turn.
Woot woot.
With Ismark on deck, which means I need to pull up his sheet.
Yeah, buddy.
It's only taken me
so
6 months to get efficient at this. Not to mention the year and a half I was doing this before this game. Keep going. Sorry.
I can see 2 of the remnants. I can't see where the third one is.
So yeah, they're well, it's might be because of how far back you are. So I'm gonna move you in the middle of the room so you can kind of see where they are.
Yeah.
And now I'm gonna take you. You're right on top of them. I'm gonna take you back now to where you were, and you have about 30 feet to the first one, and really 35 feet to be in the middle of them. So whatever your movement speed is, you can kind of gauge off of that.
I'm 25, so I want to move within striking distance, so within 5 feet.
Okay.
Which I think we can without using an
So
action.
you could get right behind Sashana.
Yes, Queen. Yes.
I'll put you right there at 25 feet. And she's in your way, but she's not in your way to attack.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I want to double check that my two-handed fighting, I can use both my battle axe and my warhammer. Is that correct?
I believe we'd established that was correct.
Sorry, it's been a hot minute. Okay, so I'm going to attack first with my warhammer.
All right.
The one that's been beat up on. I'm gonna try and kill his ass.
All right.
All right, so here I go. That it's only a 14.
A 14 actually hits.
Woo!
Do you want to do the damage first and then do the other attack, or do you want to do the other attack and do double damage?
Let me do it one at a time.
Okay, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just in case. And I think I'm doing this right. If I hit that one, and then I have what is the 1d10 plus 2? I don't know. Sorry. So I did 7 bludgeoning.
All right, 7 bludgeoning. All right.
Okay.
To the first guy.
Yeah.
All right.
And then with my battle axe. And that didn't kill him, right? He's still kicking.
Oh no, he's fine. But thank you.
Oh. Okay.
He appreciates your concern.
Yeah. I'm very concerned.
It's only a flesh wound.
So here comes the battle axe. And that is 19.
19 hits.
Yeah. And then damage is 6.
That's what it looks like to me.
All right. And you're seeing that just fine, right? My rolls?
I'm seeing aspects of it, so still call it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's fine. Okay. So,
Yeah.
let's take a looky here. Okay, so Ismark is not going to have the ability to get up right in his face. So, taking inspiration from his sister, he pulls out his heavy crossbow. Well, no, he's going to have the same problem there that he is going to, let's See what he can do here, if anything. Okay, this is what he's going to do. You've seen him do this once before. He's going to come in the door 10, 20, 30, which is as far as he can get. And he is going to attack this one here. You've seen him do this once before with the blood curse of bloated agony. And so this revenant begins to swell and will have disadvantage. Will have disadvantage on his strength and dexterity ability checks and will suffer damage if he tries to make a melee attack. Because that's all he could do. So I just need to mark him so I don't forget that we need to do that with him if he makes a melee attack. And I will do this little snail there to remind me. I don't know why that is going to be what I use, but that is. So, so that's Ismark's move because he couldn't get close enough to do any kind of serious type of attack. So now, finally, after all this time, it's the Revenant's turn. So we have to start first with the damage that is done by the moonbeam.
So we have to start first with pain. But, okay, so it does 3d10 damage. Let me roll that real quick. Okay. Wow. 14.
14. Nice. That's a really good spell.
I know, right?
Okay. And now let me ask you a question. He can move out of that cone and it doesn't follow him, correct?
Correct.
It's only while
Doesn't say
he's
anything.
in. Okay, that's fine.
But I can also make it follow him. If I, like...
You would have to
on
do
my
that on
next
your
turn.
next turn. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So he is going to step out of that cone, still engaged next to Sashana. He did not leave to get an opportunity attack. And he says, I told you I would make you pay. And
actually come back this time.
huh?
Yeah.
But let's see, what does he have? Actually, hold on. Hold on one momento. There's something about these revenants. Yes, here we go. They have most revenants don't have this, but these guys have this. It's in a different note. I just had to look at it. So they have each have a long sword, and he has his long sword that he can attack twice with, and so he's going to attack at Sashana. 2 attacks. The first attack is 17 and 16.
No and no.
No and no. Okay. That is his attack, and he is no longer
At which point she laughs at him. What was that you said?
fair. But he is out of the cone, so I'm going to take that off.
now.
This guy is going to move into the cone just because he doesn't know any better. He's a revenant. So if he moves into the cone, he also takes the same damage as before. Or do you roll again?
I think I rolled again.
Yeah, roll again.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me pull it up again. Oh, wow. Okay. $15 this time.
15 hit. 15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so he takes that, and he's going to attack at Sashana. Yeah, they both miss because he rolled a 7 and an 8 plus 4, and if the other two didn't hit, then those didn't hit. And then this guy here is going to move over next to Ismark, and he is going to do the same attack at Ismark, whose armor class is that. Okay. So one hits and one misses on Ismark. And so it is I have to go back to this sheet to figure out what I roll. 2d10 plus 4. I'm missing a d10, maybe? I have some right here. 9 plus 4 is 13 points of damage to the beautiful and loving Ismark. So I said it was 13 damage? Yeah, 13. Okay, and because that one, is that considered a melee? It's a melee. It's not a melee if he uses a... Nope, a longsword is a melee. Never mind, I take it back. So, consequently, because of what Ismark did to him, he is going to suffer 1d8 necrotic damage, which will be cut in half, so 4, and therefore he takes 2. Okay, and that is the Revenant's turn. We are back at the top of the round, and Jack is back up. Jack is now closer than before to make an attack with Gwendolyn. And so, where did I leave Jack? There he is. He's going to run up to this one that's right by next to Sashana. Miraculously brave all of a sudden. We don't know why. And is going to roll a 20, not a natural 20, but a 20 to hit. And it did Gwendolyn two-handedly. And it's going to roll 11 points of damage.
Woo!
Against that second Revenant. And that is Jack's turn. And so now it's Rain. Rain is up with Hal on deck.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of. What have we got here left on the? Let me get my mouse over here to the board. All right, so what I can see, are we missing a Revenant or did it move?
It moved.
Okay, great.
They're all still clustered together.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
One moved out of the cone of moon, and one moved in because he was not. I mean,
Copy that.
Well, the intelligence on these things. I mean, you know, I'm gonna mark him just so I remember he's.
So Rain is gonna kind of take a little bit, and he's gonna come over here, and he's gonna target this fellow that Jack just attacked.
Okay.
Right here. And he's going to hold out his hand and yell, "Freeze!" And as icy beams come from his hand, he casts Ray of Frost. And that'll be a critical hit.
All right.
It's like Todoroki from My Hero Academia.
So let me pull some D8s together here. Let's see. Are we rolling? I should ask this question because I don't know if we've probably discussed this at some point. Are we rolling? Are we rolling the damage and then doubling it? Is that what we're doing?
I prefer you roll the damage dice twice. I think that's more interesting than just doubling it.
Okay. All right. That is acceptable. Cool. So that's 8. Plus 12 is 20 for that critical damage.
All right, that's a good hit.
Nice.
All right, and then his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
All right, I will put that snail back on him then.
And since that was a spell, he will just throw his sword or his axe for second attack.
Okay. Same guy.
Yeah, we'll throw it at the same guy because he's got a good line of sight on him.
Fair point.
And that will be 15
Go, bud.
plus 8, so like a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay, and that will just be D6 plus 5.
I feel like I'm being
6
attacked.
points of slashing damage.
6 points of slashing damage.
Here, buds.
All right.
Excellent, excellent. And that's his turn.
All right. Perfect. So Hal, you're up with Arena on deck.
All right. Move just a little bit. So I can change what I can see, sort of, maybe not so much. So Hal is going to throw his Chaos Bolt because these dudes don't seem to be going down very quick. And he's also going to use his Font of Magic to twin it.
Okay.
So
He's getting the two clustered close as opposed to the one over by Ismark.
that is correct.
All right.
All right.
Wait a minute.
So let me go back and see what we got to do. Okay, and this is going to be a
Okay.
third level version of this.
Okay.
And
What's the name of the spell?
So, pardon?
Never mind. Keep going.
Oh, yep. And that is a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, on the first one, and on the second one, it's a dirty 25. I don't
Okay.
know how it would be a natural 25, but there it is. Okay,
They both hit.
and that's going to be a total of 15 damage, and I need to check which kind of damage that is. That is the beauty of the Chaos Bolt.
Fair
Is
point.
that you don't know what kind of damage that is. Let's see, that's either a 2 or it's freezing damage,
Okay.
and so that's 15 points of freezing damage.
Okay. To both of them or to one of them?
Let's say that's 15 points to the first one of freezing, and then let's see, 4, 5, and then 10 of electrical damage to the second.
Okay. They both take the damage.
God damn them. Okay.
I know. So Arena, seeing this, she just sort of, you see their crossbow bolt kind of go to her side, and then she pulls out her long sword and she runs right up to this first one who has been slowed. I'm moving the wrong person. Here she is. She runs right up to this person who has been slowed, and she attacks directly into him. And she rolls an 8 plus 4, which unfortunately misses. And she doesn't have a multi-attack feature. Oh, darn. Okay, well, that's removed. I was planning something dramatic, and she let me down. Quill is up with Sasha on deck.
All right, so Quill is holding his position.
Okay.
He will be, relying on that whole Deadeye tactic of sort of threading the needle at this.
Well, and he's not. That guy's in the open. He's not even behind anything right now, so he doesn't have any kind of cover.
So Quill's going to shout, Irina, watch your head. He's going to let one fly. And that's going to be a...
Gas attack?
Yeah, that's a 13 plus a lot. So like a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, and that'll be a 8 plus 3, which is 8 plus 3 is 11. And then he's going to restrain and fire. And that's going to be a 14 to hit.
14 just hits.
All right. And another 5 points.
5
of
points.
damage.
Yeah, so he's beginning to look a little harried. All right, Shosh, you're up.
Okay. I am going to come around and hit him with my longsword.
The same guy that everybody's been targeting?
The one that's 2 feet from me.
Yep, the one that's
So
ahead.
you have 2 feet from you.
Yeah.
So you got, oh, hold on. This one and this one.
Which is the one I thought I already killed?
This one over here.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I'll hit the one right in front of me.
All right. Well, they're both right in front of you. The ones above you or to the left, to the right of you?
Listen.
Ah, okay, that one. The one that has plenty of hit points. Perfect.
And that one.
Don't they all have plenty of hit points? Come on.
Apparently.
The first one is in that one.
What were you hitting with?
My longsword.
Okay. You cut off Peter's ear. No, wait. Sorry, keep going. It's biblically wrong. Peter, give me the sword. That's what Jesus said. No, fix
That's
the ear.
better.
The second one, that would have been a 6, but the second one is a 17 to hit.
17 does indeed hit.
That is a 13 damage.
13 damage. Got it. Okay. Perfect. Up next is Iggy with Gunlota on deck.
So, is there one of the idiots in my moonbeam right now?
There is one idiot in the moonbeam right now. He's a,
Okay.
he's a revenant. He doesn't appreciate the name calling.
I'm still gonna call him an idiot.
Okay, that's fine.
Can I move to which idiot is looking closer to death?
Well, they're revenants, so they've all experienced death. But the one that looks harried is the one who is kind of above Sashana.
Okay, can I move my I'm gonna move
right
my
there.
moonbeam to that idiot.
All right. But it won't affect him until it's his turn.
I know, but I want to get close to.
That's
killing him.
fine. So that's fair. So I'm going to move that one there, and I'm going to take it off of this other dude.
Yep.
All right. And that's your move. Or do you have another move?
No.
Okay, so you're kind of using it like a spiritual weapon. Perfect.
Okay.
Gunlota, you are up. And
Yeah, sorry, I was doing a little research. My bad.
That's quite all right. No, you've only had like an hour to do that since we've been doing this.
Well, something came up that made me go, I shouldn't look that up. But I'm ready to attack. I want to. I'm still seeing little like weird geometric patterns of. I can't see the remnant to the left or the right of Sashana. I can see the one in front.
All right. Well, they're there, so you don't really. I mean, you can just. You know, we will confirm that they are there. They're kind of in a. There's one right next to Ismark, at the down at the bottom, and then there's two by Sashana.
How close am I to the one that hit Ismark?
I mean, you're within range. You could move over there and attack if you wanted to do a melee. Without any.
By moving, would I opportunity attack the other two or no?
You would not. They would not get an opportunity attack on you because you're kind of behind Sashana.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I want to go over and take my lover boy over there.
All right.
Or would be lover boy.
All right. I'm gonna move her for you. So I'm gonna
you.
put her right there.
Hello.
Do you take his hand before you strike, or do you just strike?
No, I just wink at him.
Okay.
She's like, hey.
Yas, king, yas. Okay, so I'm gonna do the double whammy. Warhammer first, and yeah, I'm just gonna roll it.
Nobody can decipher.
That was an 8.
8 misses.
Hey, Bubsy.
All right, come the battle axe. See if we can do some damage. 11.
11 misses.
Yeah, I'm lame.
That's okay. Your very presence gives Ismark the courage, and he has both his long sword and his short sword in his hand, and he attacks the same individual because the person doesn't have disadvantage, right? It's just a certain thing. But he's going to attack both of. Let's see. We got a 12 plus 7. That's going to definitely hit, and a 9 plus 7. So 2 hits on for Ismark on that guy. The first one is a 1d10 plus 3. So that's 12 against that guy. And then the second one is going to be a d6 plus 3. And he rolled a 6, so that's 9. So your presence gave him courage and luck and the feeling that he was not bailed out by you. Not
I
that
just wanted to make him feel better about himself, so mission accomplished.
Okay, now it's the Revenant's turn. So Moonbeam Revenant is the first one up, and so he's going to take his damage now because he's starting his turn in the Moonbeam. It's like he could be a governor of California. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's Jerry Brown, for those of you who didn't know that reference.
I did.
Linda Ronstadt's ex-husband.
Couldn't
So
care
crazy.
less, but okay. 3d10. Ooh, 23.
Ooh, how would you like to do this to that one Revenant?
You're gonna tell the story, Wendy?
What?
So you've killed it. So what's the story of it?
Let me picture something really gruesome here. Give me a
There
second.
you go. Its spleen jumps out and chokes it to death? No.
No. So very slowly, his skin starts to go paler and paler, and then everyone realizes that he's being burned alive from the inside.
That's excellent.
So it just suddenly crumbles into dust.
You see the smoke begin to billow out the ears. You see his mouth open as if to scream, as you see the blue flames flickering inside of his body as it just begins to collapse in and out of itself and just falls into a puddle of goo and ash and ichor.
A couple organs, maybe.
I got to use the word ichor.
Ichor always good.
DMs live for that word. Okay.
Yeah.
So that Revenant is off the table. This Revenant doesn't have to move, and he's no longer
It's a hell of a moonbeam, kiddo.
Yeah. It's like a wildfire in California. Sorry, that was bad. So the Revenant to Sashana's right there is going to attack with the longsword twice. Well, and misses twice because, yeah. What is Shashana's armor class?
18.
I've got to stop at that. Well, no, I could have done that. But not with those rolls. Okay, and then the one next to Ismark, who took the hits, is going to hit him again. A natural 20 and a natural 1. So, with
That's a
Ismark...
mixed bag.
Yeah. So, I'm going to roll the
I'm
D.
awesome, and I'm fucking it up. Yeah.
He's like, I can't believe I hit him. And then he got so just excited about hitting him that he missed him again. Okay, so the first one says 3, and then there's the second roll. So that's 9 and 3, that's 12, plus 3, that's 15 points of damage to Herr Ismark, who's still got plenty of hit points. All right, and that is the end of the Revenant's go. Jack, you're back up. Oh wait, I'm running Jack. I'm back up. Jack is still around with Gwendolyn handy, and is going to move. I think that's Jack right there. No, what is this? No. I gotta find Jack. That's Gunlota. Where did I put Jack? I'm just moving Sashana out of the way to find Jack. Well, you know what? We know that Jack is relatively there.
I don't even see Jack.
I don't either. I wonder, did I take the wrong
He
one
just
off?
disappeared.
Well, let's see. There's Sashana. There's a Revenant. Y'all don't see. I wonder if maybe I put him down on the GM level. 1 second. Move that out of the way for just a moment. I will go to the GM level and just kind of move. That's a Revenant. I'm going to move him off the board. Huh. Well, we know that Jack is somewhere in the room, even if we have misplaced the icon of Jack.
Hey.
But we know that he was in the vicinity. We know that he had Gwendolyn at the ready. It's Gunlota. Yeah. All right. Well, he's just going to attack this one. We're just going to assume he's there somewhere. And we don't want to worry about that right now because we know we didn't. Sorry, wrong roll. I rolled the wrong thing. Now I'm going to roll the right thing. Yeah, so he misses, so it doesn't matter. In the meantime, I will try to figure out what the heck happened to his iconography. After that is Rain with Hal on deck.
Right. So Rain's gonna go back to his trusty hand axe, and let's see. He's got a sight on this fella here. Is that blip coming through?
Yes,
all right?
it is. Thank you.
Okay, great. And his first hand axe attack is going to be 8 plus 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Okay. That's going to be an 8 plus 5. Actually, that's 2 8s because he does get that extra fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be 3. No, that's a D6. Hold, please. 5 and 5, that's 10. Plus an additional 3, so 13 points of damage.
What kind of damage, please?
10 of that is slashing. 3 of that is fire.
Okay, we're good.
Okay. And so his axe comes back to him. He throws it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 does indeed hit.
And that will just be his regular damage, I believe. And that is going to be, only 6 points of slashing damage.
6 points. Okay. It's a vampire show. You got to do the count, right?
Yeah, some
Sure.
All right. So up next is Hal with Irina on deck.
All right. So I'm gonna. So this is the dude that we're talking about, and for some reason I can't touch him. That's weird. Nope, still can't.
Can't touch who?
Yeah. I'm trying to show you which one I'm targeting, but
Is it the one by Ismark or the other guy?
the other guy
Okay,
who's more in the middle of the room there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I just went to another map to pick up another Jack.
Okay. It's all good. So I'm going to go with the, let's see, that is a 16 plus 7, 23 to hit with the second Chaos Bolt.
That hits.
That'll do it.
That one guy? You just targeted the one guy?
Yeah, well, because I can only use the
that's fine.
The twin thing.
That's fine. And plus, they're not
right.
those two that are left. They're not as close as they were.
Well, and the twin thing has nothing to do with that. It's the
Right.
of chaos magic that I can.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, and so here's a beautiful thing. I rolled doubles on my d8s for damage, which means that I get to pick another target. Let's see, how does that work? Let's have a look at that real quick.
All right. Do you have damage for the first guy while you're looking that up?
Yes, that's going to be 6, 9, 12, 13, and that's going to be 1 second. That's going to be fire damage.
Okay. And then you get to do your other target thingy.
On a hit, the target take. Okay. If you roll the same number, it's within 30 feet. So yeah. So the other guy also will take 12, 15, 21 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's going to be force damage.
Force damage. Yep. Cool. So that is your turn.
That is it.
All right.
I feel like that was a lot of damage too.
That was an awful lot of damage. You did really good with that.
When a plan comes together, yeah.
I take back everything your party members have been saying about you behind your back.
Thank you. Yeah. I've stopped blowing myself up, so that's good.
Yeah. So Irina is up next, and she's just going to continue with this longsword thing. She's kind of has this bloodlust going on right now. 9 plus 4 is 13, which just hits.
Whew.
And it's 1d10 plus 4. That was 9 plus 4. That's 13 points of damage against that guy. And you just see her, with like blind rage, just stab into this guy. Like she's really had it with these undead things.
And somewhere from in the room, you just hear Gunlota go, "Yes, queen."
So Quill, you're up.
There you are.
And Sashana is on deck.
You're Quill, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I forgot who I was.
I know, multiple personalities.
Hey, watch out, guys. I'm about to do the thing.
So did he flip over and leap up onto the table like he did in the graveyard, or did he just like climb up there?
Absolutely. He totally just like, hey, watch me. I'm about to do the thing. And so he like does the double backflip up onto the table, whips his bow, and takes a shot. And that's going to be 18 to hit.
Who's he hitting? The one that he can see.
That one fella that he's
that
really got a good line of sight on.
Yeah, that hits.
This fella here.
Yep.
Because he's kind of whipping and Jack is kind of beside himself all the time.
The other Jack finally showed up. Okay, well then I'll get rid of the one I brought back on.
So
that is so weird.
That's gonna be a D8 plus 3 of longbow piercing damage. That's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage for his first attack.
All right.
His second attack will be a 12 plus 8. That's like a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And that'll be a D8 plus 3. An additional 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points. Nice. He is beginning to look a little harried. So I'm guessing that Jack was hidden underneath Arena because the second Jack showed up when I moved Arena. So we don't know. We need to guess what was happening there.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. He said, "Hey, little lady, I'm gonna get you some long stem roses for your long stems."
Sounds about right.
Gunlota's super upset about that.
Yeah, that's old Deadeye's turn.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
going to,
Sashana, you are up with Iggy on deck.
I'm going to take another slash with my longsword.
At the guy
the
next to
guys.
you and
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
That is 12 damage. Oh wait, I'm sorry. 14 damage.
How would you like to do this with that guy?
So she takes her sword and she slashes across, and his head just like takes off and lands on the other side of the room.
Just rolls onto the floor.
Inventing the game of golf.
There you go.
Yes.
You stole my line. I was just about to say that.
Dad, everybody give James an eye roll. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
We got another Yas Queen from Gunlota, though. So.
Yeah. Tip of the
So
hat
it's-
to Tolkien, but yeah.
Yeah,
Is this the only one left?
that is the only one left.
All right. So as the head is still rolling away, she
Mhm.
turns around and runs over to that guy,
Yep.
and same thing.
Okay.
And that is a 16 to hit.
16 does indeed hit.
So that is 6 damage.
6 damage. He laughs at you.
Ooh.
I laugh back in his face.
I was gonna say he won't be laughing for long.
Iggy, you're up.
Mm.
So let me ask you a question, Iggy. So your guy in the moonbeam died.
Yes.
How long does your moonbeam stay up? 1 minute. I've got it right over here in front of me, so it's still active, by the way,
Okay.
because we have not gone 10 rounds.
Correct.
Okay. So I moved my moonbeam to the other idiot that just made the mistake of laughing at one of my friends.
All right. He's already got a mark on him. We'll just remember he's there. All right. And is that all you want to do?
Yeah.
And by the way, does Paul Hamilton wish to do anything?
Yeah, we've
We've sort of neglected him because I don't have his.
yeah.
Yes.
Stats
Yes,
up,
we
I should
have neglected him. How
probably-
dare you?
I know. I it's all me. I will bring out my.
I have to find mine.
Yeah, he can attack with claws and stuff. And he's got a magical force field that he can use.
You can use a force field?
Sort of.
Whoever
He's a
made
very
this guy knew what he
powerful
was
possum.
doing.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he has the ability to make a bite. He has a multi-attack capability with a bite, a claw, and a prehensile tail, which he can use to grab something and try to grapple. But he has a bite and a claw. He can make 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claw.
But the playing possum spell can just sort of make something stay in place and not move at all.
Right, playing possum.
Yep.
What? Sorry, I'm using my mom's computer. I'm not used to this thing yet. So I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Get to Paul Hamilton's page.
And he might just be hiding, which might be the easiest thing to.
Yeah,
let
it's
Paul
fine. You don't
Hamilton
have to
do
use
is
him. You
sort
don't
of-
have to use him. Just remember you can use him.
Yeah.
Yep. I
Just-
think he might just
Just like Storm can be used as well, that we haven't used Storm.
Right.
The dog.
So I think we might let Paul just not get smote.
It's fair.
What do
Yeah,
you
I don't want
think?
to kill him
Okay.
again. He's cute.
All right,
He is.
so that's
Okay,
fine.
we
That's
will
fine.
let Paul Hamilton live
Okay, so then
for
it's
now.
for now. And then so we just remember when we get to the Revenants that you tell me, hey, we got to do my damage. So Gunlota,
Yes,
you're
do
up
it.
with this mark on deck. And Gunlota's on mute.
Hi.
Hi.
I mean, I'm just trying to be polite and keep muted. Yas, queen, yas. Okay. Do you? I am within range, right? Just double checking of this. We only have one left, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
So obviously, I want to. What?
Does Rose? I mean, does Gunlota turn to Jack and say, "I got your long stem rose right here"? No, never mind. Keep going.
No, I think she kind of ignored it. She was like, "You can do better." Although she probably caught eye with Irina and was like, I don't know. What the hell? Yas, queen, yas. Okay. Warhammer and battle axe to this last biatch.
All right, fire away.
I'm gonna try and do something. It's a 14. I don't know if that's something.
That's gonna hit. Yes, 14 does
thank
indeed
God.
hit. Yep.
Thank the gods. And we do 6 damage.
6 damage. Mm-hmm.
And then battle axe. Come on. Oh, it rolled to a 4. It's only an 8.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that misses.
Yeah.
And Ismark looks at Gunlota and say, "That's okay. You can't hit him all the time."
Thanks, Boo.
But it's now Ismark's turn, so let's just hope he doesn't come to regret.
Right after
Let's just hope he doesn't regret that sarcasm with you, like with 2 misses or something. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So, yeah, he had. Yeah, that's. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, does have a hit. He gets a hit with the longsword, so it's a 1d10. He has a hit and a miss, just like you did, mimicking it almost move for move after saying that to you.
That's a slow clap.
And he does 6 points worth of damage, which I believe is what you did. What are the odds?
It's like we're twinsies.
I have this vision of Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger on a movie poster somewhere.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh my God, it's so dumb. So dumb.
All right, so it's Revenant A's turn. He's still
Still dead.
He's still dead. He's still just a puddle of goo.
Dead
and
again.
Ichor, yes. The other one's turn. He's looking at his body across the room through his eyes that are on the decapitated head. So now it's the one by Ismark, but the one by Ismark and Gunlota, and yes, he begins with damage. So Iggy, if you will please roll your 3d10. And yeah, come on.
With pleasure. Pain. Feel my wrath. 26.
26 points of damage?
I don't know how I keep getting this, but
wow.
yeah.
Well, 3d10 puts the odds in your favor just a little bit.
Yeah, but like 26.
But he still lives.
How dare he defy me?
Jefferson still lives. All right. Okay, so it's still his turn, and he's gonna with his 2 attacks, he's gonna hit Ismark and he's gonna hit Gunlota because Gunlota's really beginning. They both just pissed him off last time. So we'll start with Ismark.
Wow.
Ismark, who's got an armor class of 16. 14 plus 4, I believe, is indeed going to hit Herr Ismark here. And so that is 2d10 plus 4. That's 11 and then 15 points of damage on Ismarky. And
How you doing, Boo? Are you okay?
As the sword comes whistling towards her.
yeah, he's like I'm fine. It's just flesh wound.
Okay. You let me know. I'm
And-
a healer.
And now he's hitting Gunlota.
Yep.
16.
Armor class of 18.
These tanks.
I'm stronger than Ismark.
Well, you're not. Well,
I'm not stronger.
his
I have
strength
a higher-
is 18, but his armor class is 16.
Well, okay, so my armor is strong.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. So Jack is back at the top of the round. Jack is like, see, where is Jack? Jack's all the way up here. He's like, I'm gonna get a piece of this too, and he runs around, kind of, around over to here, and then to pop over here to be flanking him with Ismark on the other side, so he can have a little bit of flanking advantage. So he's going to roll with advantage. Whoops, I need 2 D20s to do roll with advantage. Gwendolyn +4. We got a hit and a miss because with advantage. So he's got a hit. So it's a natural. I got a natural 1 and a natural 11 +4, which does indeed hit. And I'll roll the damage here. 3. I'm not really sure what that rolled. It's supposed to be 1d12 +1. You know what? I'm gonna.
I mean that. Yeah.
1d12, but it says 1d12R is less than or equal to 2. It's really weird.
Okay.
I don't understand that. So I'm just going to roll a d12 real fast and see what we got. 9 points of damage. That's easy for me to understand. The other's just too hard. I'm about to take the 9 points away from Ismark. I shouldn't do that. Let's do it here. And this guy instead. There we go.
Yes.
All right. Yes. So he's on the verge of looking harried. And so with Jack's and Gwendolyn's move out of the way, it is Rain's turn with Hal on deck. And Rain is
There's
on mute,
muting
so we
going
don't
on.
hear him.
Yep.
Rain's a little pinned in back there, so he's gonna attempt. He's not gonna throw anything, so he's just gonna cast Ray of Frost at that last fellow over there.
Okay.
So he's gonna kind of make his way over somewhere in here in this Paul Hamilton area, and he's gonna make a Ray of Frost attack. That chap down there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be 9 + 7 is 16 to hit.
That indeed hits.
All right. And then he gets his frosty damage. Freeze. That is going to be 11 points of cold damage.
11 points of cold damage. He is gone from looking kind of harried to looking pretty rough. You're beginning to see skin peel off. You're beginning to see bone and withered muscle showing through the skin, and but he's still up.
So then from that
Can I burn him alive yet?
So from where he is right now, Rain actually has a point of sight on him, and he goes, "Hold on just a minute, I ain't done there, little dog." And he chucks his hand axe in that general direction, and that is going to be a 16 to hit.
That
with his
indeed,
hand axe.
that indeed hits.
All right, and that will be a D6. He's already used his spell, so Green Flame is not going to be activated. That'll be 10 points of sloshing damage.
How would you like?
As my axe returns to my hand.
How would you like?
Sloshing damage.
How would you like to do this?
So Rain flings his axe through the air, and it kind of goes spinning around, right? And it just like wheels right through the Revenant's face and goes kind of, dusty bones flying through the air. Very, chaotic action film
So as the blade leaves your hand, you see this look of understanding on the Revenant's face, that he knows what's coming. And in the brief seconds he has from the time that it leaves your hand to the time that it impacts his face, you hear him say, "I'll be back."
How ominous.
And then it hits.
And Iggy then screams, "We are inevitable!"
So, we will come out of initiative. Good job, everybody. Nice job. We will click the save encounter button. I think they've actually fixed this darn thing, that you can actually have a middle encounter. I say they fixed it. They upgraded it. That you can actually in an encounter in the middle of a game and come back and everything is exactly as you left it. Hit points, initiative orders. It's only taken them, a year and a half to get to this point. But anyway, we're very those of us who use this are very excited.
I'm gonna bring old Deadeye into the room, and he'll collect up his arrows that he was firing from abroad. So I would like to I want to investigate this altar area here.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how's everybody feeling?
So Ismark, who normally has where is his? That's not Ismark. That is Arena. That's why I don't see it. Ha ha ha. He normally has 65 hit points. He's sitting with 22 at the moment.
Ooh,
So that's how
I have some healing stuff.
I do too.
so
I mean,
come out of.
I got a spell I can put on him, if you know what I'm saying.
And in true Winifred fashion, you go up on stage with the band. Oh, sorry.
I actually have a cat named after Binks, Zachary Binks from that movie.
It is 8:41. Do we need to take a break or are we good?
I have a cat on me now.
Aw. Let's see the kitty.
Yeah.
It's Holmes.
I don't know. He looks like some 17th century kid that was trapped as a cat.
And he's the size of a child, so
It could be
Yeah,
a
he is.
druid in wild shape. I'm
There you
not
go, that's
sure.
fair.
It could. He's a bit dumber than that, though.
Animagus. It could be an animagus.
he's
He'd
what?
be
20?
really stupid.
He's a 25 pound cat.
Oh, he's totally 30 by now. Quarantine, but like he's a big dude, but he's adorable, and for some reason decided to only sit in my lap right now. He never does this
Okay.
for me.
Aw.
It's because
I-
you're not
I'd be-
paying attention. You're playing a game.
There you
I'd be
go.
happy to take a short
Yeah,
biological break.
let's take a bio break, come back, and then we will pick up with where we left off and any healing and any exploration that needs to go on, and we will move the story forward. All right, be right back. So
Where are we?
we're back is where we are.
I was
So
gonna start some.
we just finished the battle. Ismark has 22 hit points. I don't know how everybody else has fared up. Y'all were just watching the last Revenant go down and the words linger on the air of "I'll be back," not in an Arnold Schwarzenegger kind of way, but in a very genuine, like, "you have not defeated me" kind of way. And so yeah, that's where you are.
You guys want to explore some stuff?
Yeah, I wanted to check out this altar area up here.
We also wanted to talk about some healing up of like Ismark's not doing so hot.
Is anybody else missing hit points?
I'm good.
No.
Gunlota's, she's down to 29, but
From
she from 39. She ain't scared to go.
I could
I
heal
got-
you up here.
I've got 25 lay on hands that I
Oh.
can do, or we can do some combination of.
I mean, as much damage as this mark just took from.
Yeah, he took 43 points of damage.
Whew. See, I'd have been.
Jeez.
But he still got 22.
He is very strong.
Yeah, but like if somebody can maybe help him out a bit, that would be good. I'm thinking.
I have healing spells.
Does anybody have anything that's not necessarily a spell?
We may have a healing potion somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Ismark was not given one of those when y'all were in the
I will
not
give you 20
Ashvale, it was Bryson.
I'll give you 20 points.
20 points? Okay. So he goes to 42.
I can cast the spell. Hold on. Where is he on the map here?
He's over here where he was, over by the dead Revenant. Right there.
Okay. So I could move over. Oh wow, that light is trippy. And creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
All right.
So
let's see what you get him, and then we'll.
Yeah. So roll your d8.
Okay, there we go. D8.
Oh.
4.
4 plus your spell modifier.
+4.
Oh, I'm lost.
Yep. Nope. The spell modifier is +4. It's right on the
Okay. So that would be
so 8.
So 8 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings him to 50. Okay, which should be
What
fine.
is his?
His total is I believe 65 is what I said. Yeah, 65.
Yeah, he's good.
He's at 50, so he's just down 15. That's fine.
Okay.
All right, so y'all are in the Chapel of Mourning.
Hello.
Hello. First of all, though, I would need who. Oh, hold on a minute. Somebody give me a history check, please.
History?
Yeah, maybe. No,
Well.
maybe.
Let me look.
I just have a +2, but I do have proficiency.
So do
I
I.
also have proficiency and I have +3.
Ooh, go for it.
Go for it, Iggy.
Okay.
IGDY.
Callie.
Ooh,
Callie.
18.
No.
18.
18.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you would know, being a Fey wild creature, and your knowledge of planar magic and just the greater universe as a whole, that when you kill a revenant, you've only killed the body that they are currently inhabiting, and that their souls will remain restless until they get the vengeance that they seek.
Well,
And so
fuck.
they will go and find another corpse to inhabit and will exist again.
Wait,
Now-
are they undead?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Dang.
I only said, Irina said, I'm really tired of these undead things several
Oh.
times.
And that listening thing.
I understand. It's fine. It's fine. In fact, she had a turn undead spell that I was going to use, but there was really nowhere for them to go.
Right.
They would have stayed in the room and just you guys would have hit him and it would have ended. So ended the spell. Anyway, so Iggy, it's up to Iggy whether Iggy shares that with the rest of the party. You all know that as people in the party, but your characters do not know that except for Iggy.
Yes, I choose to share it with them, so if some random ass corpses show up, they know what's happening.
Okay, so Iggy shares with you all the how revenants work.
Gunlota's like, Right, they're undone. Oh, we got
See,
this.
there are these dead birds, and then there's these dead bees, and they no.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Like,
I'm getting the head shake from Keener. He's like, all right.
You expect?
Nah. All right. So, what would you like to do?
Well,
Right.
I've been trying to look around for the last like minute.
Well, then give me an investigation check, would you?
I will go back and look with him as well. So
All right.
advantage.
Cool. 15.
15. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, this place seemingly has been abandoned for quite some time, and you get the sense that anything that may have been of value on this level has probably been taken already. But
Okay.
but there is just knowing who you are and what your character is like, the tattered chainmail that was around the revenants are on the floor, on the bodies of the revenants, or still in the ichor of the melted one, although it might have melted a little bit. I don't know how the blue flame works, but yeah, that's pretty much what you see. I mean, there's some, religious imagery to the Morning Lord and a few artifacts, but nothing that would be,
Nothing really.
yeah, there's a copy of the upper room, and stale communion bread, I don't know, wafers.
communion
Wouldn't that
wine.
be?
No, it's
Wouldn't
all
that
it's
be
all
kind
it's
of
all
fun?
grape juice.
It's
Yeah.
it's turned to vinegar at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing really of value around this
You're gonna take the chain down.
this area.
Do you want to brave that weird shadow I saw on the top floor when I was flying past last session, or do you want to live?
Yeah.
We've got some stairs going in different directions.
That's what I'm scared about.
Now we haven't been through the rest of the first level either.
Should we investigate that?
Yeah.
So we have searched I think we've searched the first level pretty thoroughly.
You searched
Not-
basically the northern side.
Right.
The southern
Um,
side is caved in, if I recall correctly.
But we didn't do anything much in the that dining hall either. Because
We fought that like living flame and
No, that was a different room.
different room.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
one with the
There
fireplace.
wasn't- Did someone like find something out in that dining hall? I think there was something
Yeah.
about those statues or something.
What about the
Yeah, well,
statues?
The dragon was in the room with the fireplace.
Right, the elemental.
Right.
Yeah, and then we found that empty wine barrels and that dusk elf.
Right.
Yep.
And then we investigated the statues in the dining hall.
Okay.
We
Right.
found
And they seem to
two
be
people
they
with
they are
stick.
lifelike but inanimate.
Do we want to go through the stairs here, or do we want to go back because there's that whole staircase in that in the entry hall?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go from here. If we're going up.
You want to just keep going from here?
Well, now let's see. Hold on, I'm kind of looking around. Yeah, this whole side of the castle, down here to the south, is pretty well destroyed and open.
Oh yeah, that
Okay.
is very crushed. Gosh,
Okay.
kind of looks like that Thor or something came through here.
So yeah, are these upstairs or are these down? I believe these are upstairs, aren't they?
They're upstairs, yeah.
All right. Well.
So y'all want to go up the stair? I can move you all to that part of the castle if that would be helpful.
Yeah, let's make our way upstairs, I think.
All right, I'm gonna.
Should we take the north side since it's more coherent?
Yeah,
let's do that.
probably.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna collect your dudes,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna click and move you up here to this map. It's gonna look like you're flying in the air for a second. We'll get everybody on the
Gotcha.
appropriate pedestal. There we go. Do y'all see that now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll just click there, and I'm just going to move you guys onto the balcony, so you're not dangling over the air.
Oh, is that a chair of some sort?
It is a chair of some sort. Yes.
Okay. No.
So this is the chapel balcony. So a wooden balcony overhangs the mansion's chapel. An exquisitely carved wooden throne rests at the west end between two doors, and narrow archways lead to spiral staircases going up and down. Hanging from the high ceiling is an iron chandelier with candle holders shaped like tiny silver dragons. So yeah.
Sasha's gonna take a look at the throne, the chair.
Okay. So give me a history check, please.
That sucks. I don't know anything. That is a 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it wouldn't. No, it's. I mean, clearly, it's a throne that has. I mean, you would know that in a place like this, in a chapel like this, that a chair like this would be reserved for the lord of the manor. So that you would know. What you would also see is you would see some innate carvings on it that you think are associated with the Silver Dragon group, but that, because of that role, it's just not coming to you. It's like that time when the name of the song is on the tip of your tongue, but you can't think of it.
What was the role to investigate that chair?
The chair.
It was 2.
Well, no, but what kind of role?
History.
Yeah.
No, it was a history.
Let's see if I can do any better. This thing seems interesting. You're kind of like so Rain kind of takes notice of Sashana over there, kind of get a little squinty eyed on the thing.
Well, I just want to be very clear that the markings on it don't register with her right away. She's struggling to remember what they mean. I want to be very clear on what the result of the 2 was and why it was a history check and not investigation.
Okay.
Because her character, her quarry has memories that sometime come into play.
Okay.
You're still welcome to do it. I'm not trying to discourage you. I'm just saying.
Worth investigating. I'll investigate it. I'll give it a little investigation.
Okay.
Just kind of see what's up with it. That's an 18 investigation.
An 18. Okay. Well, you see a very ornately made throne. It is wooden. It has on the backs of it, it's got like these 2 dragon heads that are kind of at the top of each side of the back of the chair. There are some ornate carvings on it that looks very similar to the other iconography that you've seen around the castle.
Okay.
And it's just a very well-made throne.
It's a fine piece of furniture here, fellas.
Yeah.
The DM is letting you down gently.
And it's kind of.
I believe you're right.
It's kind of surprising to you, though, that with all of the way that things have been ransacked, that this is in such great condition and is still sitting here.
That is
Maybe
kind
someone
of very
took this thing over.
It is sort of kind of up here, kind of protected from sort of the damage of that main floor. So what do I see around me? I mean, are there, you said there's something about there was a door behind me.
No. So behind the chair. So you're in the chapel balcony. Behind the chair, there are two doors.
Okay.
And the two doors, there's one here. There's one here.
Which kind of matches the.
And then you have these narrow archways for the stairs. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And just
well,
saying, since it's all in black, that's kind of scared to go in there. But
so I'm gonna investigate the door. I'm gonna check it for traps or anything like that.
Okay.
Anybody want to assist? Hold on. Oh, drop my die. That's gonna be a. Let's see. What do we want to use for that? Investigation 15.
Yeah, 15. It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. Is it locked?
It does not appear to be locked.
All right. Well, I am going to gingerly open said door.
Okay, give me one moment. And the door is now open.
Okay.
Nice.
So I'm going to kind of, as we do, very gently kind of poke my head in the room and kind of see what's going on.
This might be a great time to use Storm or Paul Hamilton.
ooh, yeah.
And he well, Storm would be kind of right with me, so I don't know exactly where he is on the board, but
just assume he's with you. We don't really have an. I'll work. I can. Let's see if I've got a.
Are these windows? Is that what I'm seeing here?
So, are you in the hallway now?
Yeah, I'm just inside the doorway.
So right around the corner to your left, you notice a red velvet curtain hanging in front of an alcove.
Okay.
And there appears to be one on the north end as well.
That's this right here.
Yes. You're at the south end where you are. So if the top of the map is north, the bottom of the map is south, east is to the balcony, and west is to back in the castle, just to kind of give everybody an orientation here.
Okay. And it's a curtain.
It's a red velvet curtain that's hanging in front of an alcove in the southeast corner, and it ripples ever so slightly.
Interesting.
There's some air behind it.
Hey, anybody still got some what do you call that ghost hand thing, you fancy fellas?
Oh yeah.
The Hulk hand.
Mage,
The disembodied Hulk hand, I think is the technical term for it. Yeah.
Yeah. One of you fellers want to step over here and take a look at this?
Sure.
Looks a little sketch.
All right.
I don't know that I want to pull this curtain back and be surprised.
Okay.
No, I'm with you. All right. So I will, in my official capacity as Hal. So I join him down there at right on the inside there, and
Right.
see what we got.
So we know where it is, right here.
Yeah.
So I'll do mage hand and. Well, does anybody else want to join us before we do this big old reveal?
I'll come.
Yeah, I'll step into the room.
Okay.
Paul is lagging.
As that happens, I'm going to stand with my back to the wall, watching both where he's going and the other direction as well.
And Ismark and Irina kind of take flanking positions, looking at the stairwells coming up, as well as the doors behind them, and so that they can support in either direction. And Quill is kind of going to move over here and stand on the throne, so that if anybody comes in on the balcony level below, he's got a shot at him.
It looks like Gunlota and Jack are just trading dad jokes in the corner there.
Yeah. Hey, Gunlota, what do algebra and the Backstreet Boys have in common?
I don't know what.
They both want you to tell them why.
Oh, you got me. So good, Jack. So good.
Anyway, so what do you? So Jack is going to come up, stand next to Ismark, and then Gunlota, you can do whatever you want to do. Or would you like me to move you?
Oh yes, would you please move me?
You want to be inside with everybody else, or you want to be outside with the perimeter
No,
team?
I'm hanging out with Ismark.
Okay. So you're down here. So then my mom said, anyway, keep going. So the green hulkish mage hand returns and pulls back the red velvet curtain.
It just never gets old there.
Do you look inside the alcove?
Yeah.
Well, did anything happen?
Can we not look inside the? I
mean, nothing. No. All right. So let me put it this way: you move the curtain aside.
Yeah.
You give it a beat.
Yeah.
Nothing has jumped out.
Okay.
We turn around and walk away.
So that it's down to the south in like 25.
Yeah.
20,
So hold on a
30
minute. Let me see if there's a yes. Look at that. I can just delete that right there. So there you go. Now you can see inside the alcove.
Can we tell from whence the breeze is coming?
Not now.
Huh.
There it is. Okay.
All right. So if I step around here and take a peek in this room, what do I see?
Sorry, I moved you. I didn't mean to do that. I was just making some adjustments so you guys can see. All right. So you see a black cloth covers something atop a white marble pedestal.
How big is it?
Basketball, maybe medicine ball.
Is it a basketball from the future?
Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, send that Hulk hand in here one more time. Let's see if we can see what might be hiding under this cloth here.
Drum roll, please.
Maybe get other people in here with us before we do that, or just have a go.
Well, it depends on what in the world this thing might be.
Move me down to the edge so I can still see.
Like here?
No, down.
Down.
Do you want to? We could come back to this because it ain't going anywhere. I'm thinking so. Maybe we should see what else is around us before we do that, or
so. Hang on a second. So Sasha's gonna move there.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna glance down the hall and see if she sees anything.
Stairs.
Okay. And a doorway. So go ahead and do what you want. I'm gonna keep watching, so I'm close to what's going on, but watching the other direction.
all right.
I say
And
we pull it
So
off.
what we've got is this. It's not a big hall up here. There are these walls.
It's an
and all-
alcove. It's an alcove.
No. I mean, heading to the west, it's we can't see the rest of this hall, right? So there are
Here, you
walls.
mean.
It's all, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's it appears. So what it must be raining outside because my lights just turned purple.
Oh, okay.
I set up an
That's fantastic.
automation that if it's raining, it turns purple. As
That's awesome.
Yeah, so purple rain has happened.
So thank you. Yeah, that's what I was.
That's it's an IFTTT automation.
So we are looking for a shield. So take a look.
Okay. So who's
All right,
Okay.
Miss Bossy Pants. All right.
I'm here for a purpose.
I know, and I'm feeling that. That's kind of It's like, all right,
I'm not trying to be bossy. I just want
No.
my shield.
it's good. All right. Well,
I already dragged you here for this, so.
yeah, it's true. All right. Yeah. With the mage hand, pull the cloth off. See what we got.
Okay. So as you pull back the black cloth, you watch the fabric just slide off whatever is under there, and looking back at you is the disembodied, severed head of Sashana.
Rock on.
Well, an imposter is among us. I had to. I'm sorry.
Bosh? Bosh?
So I'm gonna look at her like, the fuck?
Something you'd like to tell me?
Sash has no reply. Or
How
Bosch has
dare
no
he.
reply. Sorry.
I'm gonna, with the mage hand, put the cloth back over it
Okay.
So we're not staring at the. Just
All right.
because that's
head
just a
of our
little
friend.
much. So like,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. What I just
Well,
said. Yeah, I
gotta
overstepped.
Stirred. But
So,
what the hell?
I mean,
Let's go
so-
look behind the other curtain.
So Shosh, you're kind of left with the same feeling that Gunlota had when she saw her body dangling from the gallows early in the campaign.
So did everybody else see?
Everybody saw the disembodied head.
Because we didn't all see.
Correct.
Well, those of us outside the room did not see.
That's fair.
That is true.
That is fair.
But
Would you, would you like to come back in and validate what they saw?
It'd be nice to. What was all the commotion about? Hey guys.
One of your friends' head on a pedestal.
Sasha's a little freaked out.
So
she's
so Jack comes in and says, "What? I don't believe you." And he walks in and he snatches off the black fabric, and staring back at you all is an exquisite alabaster bust of a handsome, middle-aged human with a neatly trimmed mustache and beard.
The fuck?
And now Vosh in your head says, Argynvostholt.
Wait, what? I mean, I know we weren't supposed to hear that, but what?
Again, the fuck?
My friends, this is Argynvostholt. That was not what we saw before.
Who dat?
What are you talking about? That's just a statue. What are you worried about? Y'all are
mean,
squeamish. That's what you
it
get.
was
That's what you
weird
get for
earlier.
cutting off that guy's head.
I mean,
This is the owner of the home.
Oh, that's who it is. Okay.
Lord Argynvostholt.
Oh, I assume he's dead now.
well, I mean, his house is kind of trash, so maybe.
Yeah, he died. He died
He-
long. I believe that he died 200 years ago.
I mean,
Right.
you never know. Maybe his teenage son threw like a really intense party with several dragons invited.
James,
Sure.
you've never played Gypsies in the Palace by Jimmy Buffett for your daughter. That's just sad.
Sorry. There's a lot more David Bowie going on.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Well, that was weird. Okay.
Well,
Y'all want
That
to
was
check out that other alcove or?
yeah, I mean,
West?
I'd say that's probably our. Well, I mean, while we're here, we might as well take a peek. Now, hold on a second. If there was a draft coming from somewhere, we maybe ought to check this little room out, see if there's some sort of a secret panel or something in there that could be indicating a draft.
It's good thinking.
That curtain was moving just a little bit. I'm gonna do just that. I'm gonna do a little investigation of this room, the walls and whatnot of this room.
Sure. No, that's fine. I'll wait
Anybody
for
want to assist?
I'll wait for your roll.
Still freaked out.
Hal want to assist?
I mean, I can hang out, but
Right.
see what we got.
Big money, no whammies. Investigation, 19 plus 7, 26.
Yeah.
We
So
got a 5. So yeah, I'm not a whole lot of help.
in addition to the marble bust or the alabaster bust on the marble thing, you do notice that because of where you are in this part of the castle, you're kind of up against an outside wall that has some of those eyelet, like where windows would have been at one point.
Okay.
And you catch that perhaps they're just not sealed properly, and that's likely where the air was coming from.
Okay.
Or something is sus.
Or something is sus.
So I don't really detect
Something is here among us.
But
Exactly.
I don't detect any secret panels or trapdoors or anything like that.
You do not.
Okay. All right. Well, if that is the case, let's take a look in this other alcove up here if there are no objections.
Up north, let's do it.
All right. Still got that mage hand handy?
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's do the thing.
It's nice to have a cantrip that actually comes in handy from time to time.
That's
Yeah,
a
man.
cantrip?
In this case, literally. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yep. So we just reveal that and just make a little
Stand back a bit.
mark for
Watch
you there.
that
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. And you basically see an empty alcove except for the same kind of narrow windows in the walls that you found on the other side when you did your investigation check. So these appear to be.
But that one's okay.
Yeah.
Nothing
Okay.
there.
Pine cone.
Do we go around the corner and look for stuff?
Can.
It kind of looks like there's something there.
Yeah, we've got matching hallways on either side. So north or south, what do y'all?
Well, I mean, if the upstairs is any indication, or the downstairs is any indication of the shape of the upstairs, that southern section of the castle is pretty well wrecked downstairs. So I don't know what that means for upstairs.
I think it's probably busted up because, if there's nothing beneath it. But
I mean, we can certainly have a look at it.
so I figure what we ought to do is head south.
Okay.
Just to clear up any, because if it's busted up as much as we think it is, just make sure there's nothing there, nothing's coming at us from that side, right? And then we could just head north and keep exploring.
I would agree with that.
All right.
Gunlota doesn't really have any interest in this point, but she's going along with the group. But she also wants to go up beside Sashana without looking at her and just kind of gently grab her hand and hold it in support.
Okay. So as you go down,
Squeeze your hand back.
So if we're looking down this southerly,
so if you go down the
I think
southerly hallway,
southerly.
you'll notice that down in this section, there's a door there that's partially ajar, and there is a door there.
But all this looks pretty well. That one's open, yeah.
The one down here is indeed open. Yes.
I would probably be following you fairly closely.
So if I look in this room, what do I see? I mean, do I see the wreckage that I was anticipating?
Yeah,
seeing?
yeah. In fact, you see that the walls on the outside are basically gone and non-existent, and you're open to the outside and the elements.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, fellers, it looks kind of like what I was thinking it was going to look like down here. It's pretty busted up.
All right.
I did see another set of doors up the hallway there if you want to have a look at that.
Let's do that.
All right.
So, I mean, just to be clear, like there is nothing to the south. It's it's just collapsed. It's all.
I mean, it's relative. It's been. This is a place that was a battle took place here. You know that whoever was here did not win, and it has been left to be a monument and a gravesite, and nothing has been done to restore it at all.
Okay. So looking into this extra room down here with the double doors, what do I see?
Well, let me open it for you. You see a room that's very similar to the other room.
Okay, so just ransacked, and I'm seeing outside.
Yeah, I mean, these are ruined bed chambers. They're exposed to the elements. There's a few furnishments. You do hear do you go into the room very deeply? You do hear some skittering below.
That's sus.
Like mice or like something bigger?
Well, you're not there, but to Hal's ear, they would have sounded a little bit bigger than a mouse.
Rats, for instance.
Rats, snakes, or giant spiders.
I say we don't go down there.
That works for me.
Okay.
Well, as we suspected, this looks a lot like we thought it might.
Yeah, it's just
this whole side of the castle just looks bombed out. It is not good. All right. Okay. Well, shall we make our way a little more north?
Works for me.
I think I saw another hallway up that way.
Well, and it looks like we can cross these stairs. So, do you want to sort of go back through there? Make that a...
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I would say that's probably a safe bet.
So, who all's coming with us? Or it's just like the three of us? Like,
I'm no, I need somebody to move me.
Oh, that's fine. So let's get. So I tell you what, we'll move I will move Quill, and Gunlota, and Irina, and Paul Hamilton,
Paul,
and Jack, and Ismark. And Ismark is kind of at the back of the group, constantly looking behind you guys with his sword out.
Yeah, he is.
How cautious.
And so all we have left is Sash and Hal on this side of the staircase.
So I'm willing to go right down through here.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's this curtain right there.
Curtain.
Is that right?
Yeah, but it's not of any consequence. Unless you want it to be.
No. I was gonna say. Because we've been walking around, right? And
I'm sorry, you do know that you're on the second floor of a much larger building. The circular stairways that you came up to the second floor.
Right.
Okay, I just want to make sure you guys were clear that those stairs went higher.
No, I've got it. And I'm sort of at if I'm going down where I am right now, right?
If you're going down where you are right now, you're going to see the room where you guys came in.
Yep. And I went down half a flight, essentially.
You're on a landing. There's more of it's like a decorative tapestry. That's that decorative tapestry, not a curtain. It's a decorative tapestry of the dragon that you described, that we described when you came in. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. No, it's good. All right. So I'll just take that shortcut and hang out with everybody up here.
Would be nice.
Sasha, are you going over there too?
Yes.
I'll move you for you. Okay.
I'm with Sasha. I don't know if we're holding hands anymore, but I'm with her.
Okay, that's fine.
Oops. All right. North we go, y'all.
So
It's the woods. Except that's a different thing, but
yeah. But we all like musical theater, so
Yeah.
Into the woods.
Who does?
Into the woods. Into the woods. To grandmother's
Into the
house.
woods to sell the cow. It must be worth the journey. Got a stagehand at my school's production of it in like 4th grade, maybe 3rd grade. So.
It was a much shortened version.
Yeah, and there's a lot less blood and death. So they cut off the part where everyone dies and most of the
Who
characters
knows
get
what
cheated on.
you'll
or-
find out in the hall? Revenants. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. So, as a squishy person, I'm not going to.
Oh, by the way, there is a door here.
Oh, we missed one.
You want to go? Y'all want to have a look at that before we?
Yeah, let's have a little looky-loo
Sure.
down there.
Why the hell not?
All right.
Looky-loo.
So who's doing that?
Not it.
Sasha will go down and open it. Well, I don't want to open it. Somebody want to investigate?
Oh yeah, no, we do this whole mage hand thing.
Yeah.
But
Okay, Hulk.
you want to have a? All right.
Yeah.
So are you opening the door?
I am.
Yeah.
All right. The door is
Dude.
I'll
door
step down there
the door is open.
with my.
Dun,
my sword.
dun, dun.
Somebody
Right.
gonna go in the room?
I will.
Okay.
Do I see anything?
Um.
I will kind of
I
stand
mean, other than
here.
furniture?
So the contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtain windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wry smile, a thick mane of thistledown hair. And opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. And across from the double doors stands a tall wardrobe, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark, empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture in here is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth. And because it's you, Sash, you would immediately recognize the portrait, because it's the same portrait of the man whose bust you saw that moments ago looked like your own severed head. And you recognize Lord Argynvostholt in a painting.
So I'm gonna kind of gasp a little bit, and then compose myself, and do an investigation of the room.
Okay?
And I'm gonna stop doing investigation checks because that's an 8.
I can do one.
Are you in the room?
Yes, I am. I followed her. Because I didn't want to stay out in a hallway. So, investigation.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on this stairwell here.
Okay.
I did much better. I got a 19.
Whoa.
Yeah, so the fabric that is rotting on the mattress, with the mattress, it very much impresses you, because in the Feywild you don't have fabrics like that. You don't really find anything. It's just
Is that a door or a window?
Those are windows.
So I wander
Walk
and look
over
at
and
the
glance
fabric.
out the window and see if I see anything that catches my eye.
I'm just over admiring this nice fabric.
Yeah, so you see, pretty much what you would expect. You see sort of the dragon out front to the south west of you, the one that you saw when you came up the road, and you see the road that you guys came in and then the stairs that you came up of. I mean, you're clearly on the second floor of the castle, looking out where you came in, but you're
Okay.
kind of north of where you were.
I'm interested in Narnia, so I'm gonna look at that.
Sure.
Have a look at that.
What?
The door, the hanging
How?
doors,
Yeah.
they're opening and they just reveal a dark, empty cavity. There's
And
no. You don't see. You
Yeah.
don't see a light in the distance.
No, Mr. Tumnus?
No. No.
I'm so disappointed.
But on the floor, you see an old, stale piece of Turkish delight.
Ooh. That's exciting. But it's, it's a big piece of furniture. Does it look like there's like extra hidden panels or anything? Or it's just like, it's all what it is?
I mean, there doesn't appear to be any, but you're welcome to push against it and all of that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give it a shot.
I've always been strongly against closets, and everything in me is telling me to not go in the closet right now. But also probably just want to make that joke, so continue.
That's fine.
That's a
So
good- it's a
you're
good
suggesting
joke.
that he comes out of the closet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 is not gonna
Yeah. No. It just.
reveal a whole lot.
I mean,
it's a lovely piece of furniture. It looks like.
it is, and you kind of wonder why would he have made a wine closet out of that sarcophagus when he had this upstairs? Is kind of what you think to yourself.
Yeah.
You
All right.
Rich people, am I right?
I know,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
Okay. Let's head on out, y'all.
Okay, I'll stop admiring the fabric.
It is compelling.
So Iggy, who's been looking at this fabric very similar to the way a moth might look at a curtain, puts it down and backs away slowly.
All right. Down this hallway, y'all?
I guess.
Okay, so you are heading down the hallway.
Yes.
So there's a door to your right, and there appears to be a T intersection up ahead, straight ahead.
I feel like someone else should be going first. since
Yes,
I'm
yes,
pretty
someone
crunchy.
else. Yeah.
Gunlota, are you going to help us out here?
Sure.
Thank
do that.
you. You wait.
I was just kind of hanging out.
Gunlota, would you like to die while we're just, up here doing all the work?
I mean, I don't look at it that way. Be positive. Okay. Every time I go away from the page, I have to reload. I don't know.
I understand. Don't sweat it.
Okay, so what am I?
Going down this long, mysterious hallway.
Yeah, here I will move you where you said you would go because I keep forgetting you do not have control over your movement. I gotta find where
At
to.
least I can move the map
Oh.
around.
Wendy's little brother does not have a lot of control over his movement either. So,
I wasn't gonna say that, but
but it's absolutely the case.
Oh yeah.
so Gunlota's here. Do you want to go in that room?
Sure. I ain't scared.
I ain't scarred.
I ain't scared.
You will be. Oh, sorry. So
I mean, actually, Gunlota wants to take a little sip of moonshine before she walks.
that's fine. That's fine.
Just a little.
So 2 beds with torn canopies stand against opposite walls with a tattered rug on the floor lying between them. And set in the far wall is a black fireplace with soot, and a soft hiss issues from the hearth.
That's scary.
Meow.
Exactly.
No, it's meow.
Meow. Yeah.
much
Meow.
better.
Right. Meow.
Meow, meow,
Not
meow,
here.
meow, meow. Sorry. Went all Fred
will walk
Rogers
over
on
to
you.
the hearth.
All right. So Sash walks over to the hearth, and as she gets there, she sees a small, hissing dragon made of ash and smoke that erupts from the fireplace, filling the room with soot as it beats its wings.
But is it cute?
What was it? I'm sorry.
It's a smoky it's a smoky dragonet.
Oh my god, it's gotta be cute.
Does anyone have treats?
Don't look at
It upon seeing you guys, it immediately flies out of the room at 30 feet per movement.
Can we see? Cause
Yeah, you
I
can
want
see it.
my
Everybody in the
dragon.
hallway sees it. You see it like just like you experienced the bat down in the kitchen. You're experiencing this little smoky dragon.
But do I see anything else besides just him?
No,
Can we tame him?
but those of you in the hallway, Rain and Quill and Paul and all those folks, they see this dragon come flying around the corner and head towards the circular stairs at
Grab the
at the end
dragon!
of the hallway.
Can I run after it?
You can. It's would be a contest of speed at this point, but it's heading
I
up.
just
It's
want
heading
this
up this.
dragon.
It's heading up the stairs at the end of the hallway that you just.
the mother's like, go Iggy, go, get it.
Yes. I follow the dragon.
You follow the dragon. Do you
Yes, I
do
follow
you
the
go
dragon.
do you go up the stairs?
Yes.
You do go up the stairs. Okay.
He just really wants this dragon.
This
Okay.
is just Iggy that's going up the stairs.
I guess, yeah.
I
Okay.
should probably follow her. I feel protective. That's
All right. Well, we're gonna move to another map then,
Ooh.
if that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Make sure you
Yes.
move with it.
Hold on, I gotta find where the heck you guys are gonna come up the stairs. Okay. So let me find Iggy. So Iggy would be right chair. So let me center in on Iggy. Do you see yourself there, Iggy?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So the dragon goes there. And it has gone around the corner at the end of the hall, in the middle of the hall. And that's where you last see it. And I need to move Gunlota over there as well, I believe.
Yeah. Iggy, what's your moving speed?
Let me. Oh, where would that be?
I have very short legs.
And I'm just for the benefit of the people that don't have, I'm gonna put Ismark up there just so you guys can see what's going on the map.
Iggy is also supremely short, of course, so she's moving about 30.
I have,
Okay.
yeah, I have 30 feet walking speed and the
Yeah.
same flying speed.
And it has a 30-foot flying speed, and because you went after him after he started, you would be keeping pace, but you would still be behind.
Okay.
Okay.
And Gunlota's 5 feet behind that.
And Gunload is 5 feet behind that. So do you continue to follow it around the corner?
Yes.
Okay.
This
You're
dragon.
gonna get in so much trouble.
Yes, but I want the dragon, so it'll be worth it.
Okay. So you're
Ooh,
into.
maybe not.
So you are now in this room.
The frick is that? Okay.
And you
Yes.
see the
That's
dragon, and you see the dragon land, or not. Well, you didn't see it land; it was already there. But you see the dragon sitting on the back of a chair or a throne, and sitting in this throne. You see. Well, how can I put this? I'll just read it to you. How's that? You see the west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole and a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a greatsword.
Is it
and
Thanos?
and the little dragon that you saw is perched on the back of that throne. So where are the rest of you? I'm going to move the rest of the folks over so you can at least manipulate where you want to be.
So Wendy, you might take a moment to think about what
I'm going to
Iggy's
move y'all
response would be with this kind of figure as opposed to your response to the dragon.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Iggy definitely wanted the fucking dragon.
Yeah.
Because like creatures and stuff, and
Right.
Yeah. But ominous figure, I don't know. Maybe I'll run back to see you guys and be like, there is an ominous figure with the small dragon in the room that I was in. And
does it look like what we were does it look like Argynvostholt?
She doesn't. The throne is facing out the window, so she sees the back of the throne.
Well, let's go check it out.
Okay, so Iggy's gonna come back down and gets out unscathed. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't access it. I love it though.
I'm just gonna put all your people in the. I'm gonna put your people in this map in the hallway for y'all to decide how y'all want to manipulate that later. I'm just trying to get you all in the room, in the space. That
Yeah,
you
I can imagine us
with.
going, oh fuck, Iggy, oh damn it, all right, and just sort of.
He was like, I'm coming.
Damn it.
Crash.
Wait. What happened?
I ran after a dragon.
So Rain says, "What floor are we on?" And y'all say the third, and he goes, "Great. Tell me when we get to the fourth, because I want to throw up." It's Ghostbusters joke. Come on.
It's been a long time, man.
I know. It's fine.
Good one.
So I
tell you what, guys. The DM needs a minor break, so y'all can talk strategy, and I'll be right back. Unless y'all want to break too. It's been a little bit over an hour.
How much longer are we going?
Y'all tell me. But tell me when I get back. But tell me when I get back, please.
Okay.
All right.
We'll continue investigating.
All right.
I want that dragon.
I shouldn't stay on much longer just because it's Ian's birthday and he's
Right on.
for him to go to bed. So feel like I should leave soon.
Okay.
I
feel like this might be our big bad.
I feel like that as well. So I'm kind of glad that I followed the dragon against my better judgment.
Yeah.
Before he
No, this
ambushed us or something.
Yeah. So I'm feeling like, let's see what else is around here, because damn, that does not sound good.
It's fair.
But Sasha might have a whole different vibe on this.
yeah.
I mean,
Got it.
hang on a second.
Dog stuff.
Dog stuff, and we also had an exterminator come 2 days ago. And so everything that we had the exterminator come for,
Is
Is
dying
Ace.
all over.
yeah.
We
And-
happened too. It was like I didn't even know
Okay.
I had this problem. Now
Right?
that
Well, we knew we had an ant problem, and we had seen a couple other bugs, and we're like, I'm just gonna. I couldn't take the ants anymore. Apparently, we had more than just ants.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah.
fair, the house is 75 years old.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, I used to be like jump every time I saw a bug, like even like a tiny bug, like jump walk into the room. But then I spent a month in the south with the bathroom that did not have very good insulation, and so I once walked in at like 11 at night because I had to pee, and there was like this fucking palmetto bug just in my sink, and I was like, nope, I will wait until the morning.
We've had three. He's been chasing 3 of those around tonight. So Those 3 are dead.
Excellent.
Flip flops.
Yes,
Yes.
they are mighty.
Oh,
Yes,
tennis
they
shoe,
are.
boot to the head.
Boot to the head. Yes.
So if you want to wait and check stuff out before we go in there, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to go in there.
Going where?
Oh, I think we are gonna have to go in there, but I think.
And also, I want that dragon.
Yeah, we can circle back around for that dragon.
Is there a-
So to answer Rose's question, we're coming up on a story arc. So if you can hang for the story arc, that could you got there. You got there sooner than I thought because you chased the dragon.
I know you weren't expecting me to chase the dragon. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to chase the dragon even more.
Yeah.
Or maybe I wanted you to chase the dragon, and I knew you would want me to want you to chase the dragon, so I decided not to let you chase the dragon. Now that's
maybe I knew that you knew that
This is
she knew that she
inconceivable.
knew.
Yeah. What could that be? Yeah.
It's
Never
a
try to-
space station.
Wait, what was that? Something about don't double cross the Sicilian something or the other?
Right. The second, but slightly less well known, is never go in against a Sicilian, especially when death is on the line. Ha 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 ha.
That's the one.
And oh, by the way, Wendy, that's no moon. It's a space station. All right, keep on us going. All right, so y'all are all in the hallway. I didn't hear any of your strategy. What would you like to do? You were at the
Run away.
No, I think we're. Are we just?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not feeling like running in guns blazing is our best move, but
Yeah, I don't feel like that either, even though I really want that dragon. But we should explore for
Sashana,
a bit.
are you getting any?
Jack is saying, Gwendolyn's quiet right now.
Oh, good to know. She is a good source of stuff.
So y'all think? Oh man, shall we try to catch this dragon for?
Well, keep in mind there's some body sitting in the chair that the dragon is perched on.
I'm not. I
And
just.
that's never a very good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know many things
I
about
think-
people sitting in chairs, but I don't really like that Lord A.
It's
from
not
my-
like Wormtail took him out of the pot and brought him into the house. You know what I'm saying?
I still feel like we should go in and see what all he didn't seem to turn around on us, so I think we might see if we can find that. What the hell is it that you're looking for again, Sasha?
Shield.
So
Maybe he has a shield.
That's kind of
do you
what I'm
think, or
thinking.
do you think it's somewhere else?
If he's the big bad, he might know its power. I don't know.
What do you think, Sash?
Or maybe it's Argynvostholt.
Maybe it's some other asshole. Oh god, maybe it's my brothers. I suddenly do not want this dragon as much. They know me too well.
Oh, that's funny. I like that. Do you think? Well, we just said that revenants, they keep coming back unless you. There's got to be something. Do you think there's something else in this around here that we can take care of so that those guys don't come back, or?
We could burn their souls alive.
Well, I'm just trying to. I mean, right, but maybe there is their souls somewhere around here. We can get rid of them before we talk to this dude. I don't think this dude's gonna talk really, but
I have a feeling he's more
given what
into
Iggy was saying, he doesn't sound like he's a.
Well, Iggy ran in the
Heavy
room.
kind of dude.
Iggy, so real time, guys. Iggy ran in the room, saw the dragon, saw the guy, ran out of the room.
Did the guy move?
She was well. She
Iggy-
didn't make a perception check or an investigation check. She went in and went out.
Well, yeah, because I saw there was a really sus dude sitting in a chair with the dragon I wanted. That I ran after against my better
It's
judgment.
not some bald guy in a Nehru jacket stroking on a white cat.
I mean,
Hallie, be nice.
we could go and I could go back in and make a perception check, but I don't know if it would make me die or not. And I don't have a very high armor class, so I'm not really gonna risk that.
If we're ready to check it out, I can go in and check it out. But I will.
What are you guys doing?
Well, hell, I mean, we ain't getting nowhere standing here.
All right.
Alright, so Sash runs in there. And...
So who goes? So give me a marching order, please.
I'm gonna go first. So Sasha's gonna walk.
So Sasha's gonna walk in. Who else is behind her?
I guess I'll go behind her since this is kind of a mess.
So, all right. So you didn't like how far I put you in there, Sash? So then
I'm gonna go right here and do a perception check.
Okay, and Ismark is gonna come in, and Gunlota. Assume you're there still with Sashana, holding hands. Ismark's kind of watching that with interest. Hal, I'm just moving people over.
Yeah,
Rain
I'm
is
moving
kinda
out where I
holding
think
down the,
Quill is kind of staying in the back because he's kind of watching the flank. Paul
support position.
Paul
back.
Hamilton's hanging out with Quill because somehow they've formed a bond.
I'm gonna be
He's
back
hanging out
here.
with Hal. Is who he's hanging
Yeah.
out with.
I'll be back here with Quill as well, just kind of holding down the
Okay.
the flank here, in more of a support position.
So the creature who is in the chair as Sashana comes in and her feet, and because Shashana's making that, paladin noise because she's not very stealthy either. You notice that the creature's grip on the greatsword tightens. And you hear these words. If you've come to destroy me, know this. I perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago. Because of my failure, I am forever doomed. If you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor would I wish it. If you have come to free this land from that creature that feasts on the blood of the innocent, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd von Zarevich. He slew Argynvostholt, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order to which I devoted my life. But Strahd has already died once. He can't be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in a hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape.
I also
People on
perished in that battle long ago.
And you Sash hears Vosh in her brain.
Okay.
Vladimir?
I also perished in that battle. Are you you said Vladimir?
Vladimir.
Are you Vladimir?
And with that, the grip on his longsword relaxes but does not free it. And the man rises and turns around and looks at Sashana and says, I don't know you.
Hang on a second.
But I think I love you.
Bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. This morning, I was walking in a scary castle. Oh, sorry.
So good, Joe. That was so good.
I love me some Shirley Jones.
You don't recognize this body, but you would recognize that as Kanatash Vosh.
Vosh. Vosh.
I am Sashana Vosh.
Corey.
Yes.
Aye. You died valiantly.
I am not going to die this time.
Well, and he looks at you and he looks at the rest of the party and he goes, is that the dog?
Who the fuck are you assholes?
We got a battle going on right here.
So he looks up at you and he's looking at the party and he doesn't really recognize the rest of the party. And he doesn't really recognize you, but those words strike him, and then he kind of looks over. He's now facing away from the window, back at you all, and he kind of looks over to the southern wall. And hanging on that wall is a shield.
I knew it. Shield.
And he says, well, if you're Vosh, I believe this belongs to you.
Yes, Queen. Yum.
And she kind of walks over to it and puts her hand on it.
So what she sees and what everybody else would see is a finely crafted shield emblazoned with a stylized silver dragon that is the emblem of the Order of the Silver Dragon. The shield is made from metal and
Not squirrels.
not squirrels, yes. There we go. I'll just throw it.
Yes, the legendary squirrel shield.
It's made out of dragons.
Yeah.
A squirrel shield would be nuts. I'm sorry. That's
So Sash walks over to the shield and puts her hand on it. She says, I knew I would find you.
There's a resonance almost. It's almost like it's not like the sound that vibranium makes, but you have this resonance with it.
It's like Bucky's metal arm.
She lays down her sword and puts her sword in her sheath, and she picks it up and she looks at it, and then she puts it on. And of course, this 21-year-old is like, yeah. And then Vosh starts talking to her, and she says, I've taught you well. This is where we start this journey. And she turns back to Vladimir. She says, will you join us?
My aims are down another path. My failures lie here. And I don't believe I would be much use to you because I'm happy with Strahd the way he is, tormented in his own death without what he wants. And it's when he says that he first realizes it as he looks over at Irina. But you might be closer to giving him what he wants.
I didn't hear that.
You may be closer to giving him what he wants. And as he's saying that, he's staring at Irina.
We are prepared to fight her, to fight for her, and to protect her. She wants to go.
That's what Sergei thought.
At which point, Sash looks at Irina.
And a tear is beginning to trickle down her face at the mention of Sergei.
Irina, this is your call.
If he does not wish to come with us, I don't think we should make him. But I don't think we should let his agenda interfere with ours. No offense, sir.
That's fine. But know that that's where we're headed.
My destiny lies down a different path.
Well, I was saying that to Irina.
Sorry. Okay. So, at the moment, Vladimir Horngard, by the way, is his name. Vladimir Horngard. And you would know, Vash, that he was the commander of the Fallen Order of the Silver Dragon. He was basically Argynvostholt's right-hand man. He was Riker to his Picard.
So he's always kicking a leg up over the chairs? Is that what
yeah, and he sometimes has a beard, sometimes doesn't. Likes to play the trombone, you know.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Right?
Okay, so Iggy says, okay, but I have one question. Can I have that dragon?
No.
Damn it.
He stays with me.
I need the dragon.
How else would you have found me without him?
Fair point.
That was a
I
good
don't
point,
mean
yes.
I don't mean to be impolite, but my benefactor was a dragon. A beautiful silver dragon who could take human form when he wanted. This dragon here is a reminder. A necessary reminder.
Yeah, but maybe I could come out and help him see the world. I do love animals.
I appreciate that.
Especially fellow winged creatures.
I think you will find plenty of others here.
Yes, but also that.
But I
dragon,
hope more importantly that you were able to leave this plane of your own free will and find more other places, less cursed, less needed.
It's very sweet.
And
Gonna be
he, with the declination to join you, the shield delivered,
and not a single dragon for Iggy.
and not a single dragon. Not a single dragon for Iggy. He slumps back down into the chair. And as he does, the dragon goes off the perch of the chair down onto his shoulder, as if there was a bond between them.
Is that bond breakable?
You're
Yeah.
gonna steal a man's dragon.
Ask,
Dead man.
All right, you know what, Wendy, we're coming in right now. We're taking your cat. Does that answer your question? Is the bond breakable?
Sasha's gonna pick up her her shield
Mm-hmm.
and ask if Rain will put it in his bag of holding.
Her new shield or her old shield?
Her old shield,
Okay.
With this is not a cheap shield.
All right. So, by the way, the shield of Argynvostholt does require attunement.
Mm-hmm.
It does give you a +2 bonus to your armor class.
Okay.
And it will whisper warnings to its bearer. And if you are not incapacitated, you will get a +2 bonus to your initiative when it does whisper to you. When it whispers to you.
Okay.
So it will work
How
for
long
you.
does attunement take?
Usually it's a long rest, I think. I'd have to look, but it's not showing me here. But attunement's usually a bit of time.
That makes
Short
sense,
rest, long rest kind of thing. But yeah, not terribly long. And so this shield of Argynvostholt will offer you a warning very similar to the way that Gwendolyn seems to inform Jack. Which is why you desperately wanted it.
Right.
Okay. It's V cool, as the kids say. It's V cool.
Is that what the kids say? I don't know. I've never heard them say that.
I'm making
Neither
up.
have I.
I was gonna say we have a kid.
This is redonkulous, man.
I think they stopped saying that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
Like-
like that when I was a kid.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. They say 100%, right? 100%.
100%.
I hear that all the time.
Sometimes. Yeah. I mean,
100%.
I think
the people I hang out with either try to not talk at all or talk way too much to be actually considered actual kid. Like, I don't know. There's, yeah.
So he has slumped back down in the chair. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get his dragon.
Yeah.
All right, we've made that clear that that's not happening. Do you really
I will still
do you
try.
really want to fight this guy and all the people he could bring to bear against you?
And it would just be you.
That's
right,
right. Because I got places to be.
Fine. But I eventually want a dragon.
First rule of Argynvostholt Fight Club is don't talk about it.
So I'm gonna look at everyone and say, I'm done here. We can through the
Is that your stomach?
through the castle, or we can proceed with our agenda.
Well, I mean, we've reached the top floor here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Bottom
Well, there is more,
There's plenty we could.
but
It feels like we could.
I mean,
but Iggy
there's a
just
roof
went off.
and there's other rooms on this. I mean, you guys do whatever you want.
I mean, Iggy's still here kind of bummed out because you wouldn't let her have the dragon. But I'll do whatever.
I mean, this place is pretty thrashed out. So, and I believe your friend here has this place kind of secured. So, we've received the treasure from this adventure that we need to receive, I believe.
And
I feel pretty good about that.
But now
Is
that's
there
just
shit-
old Rain
there's-
talking.
What time is it?
Yeah, that's a good question. What time is it in the day?
Oh Lord, it can't be too late.
Well, let's see. Y'all got up that morning in the Wizard of Wines. You walked about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours, maybe.
Yep.
Then you search the downs.
It's got to be like noonish or.
With the battles and the chasing of the things and the stuff and all of that, because there was also the stuff downstairs. I'd say I'm going to say 2 o'clock just for fun, because you had this conversation probably took a little longer than we RP'd it here,
Sure.
Yeah.
and some of the other things that y'all went through.
I mean, there's shit going down in the town.
Yeah. And we probably don't want to sleep here that much, but we also don't want to sleep out in the wild.
Right.
Exactly.
Unless
But
we
How
fight.
far out of town are we at this point? Where we are?
I mean, you could make it back to town.
Before dark?
You could potentially.
Wolves
I mean,
are-
I'd have to look at the map. You could also stay the night here if you wanted.
We could do that instead of watch.
As long as Iggy promises to leave the dragons alone.
Yeah. Stop assaulting the dragons, Iggy.
Yeah.
I'm not assaulting the dragon. I'm assaulting the dragon's owner.
Let it go. Let it go.
No.
I think everybody. I speak for everybody in the party. We will not let you do that.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about that too.
Yeah. I feel
You
like
know what
I'm
you mean?
older, even if I'm not.
I mean, you guys know what to get Iggy for her next birthday now.
That is true.
A small pet, preferably with wings.
Small winged critter. Yeah.
So as y'all are having this conversation and Vladimir has sunk back into his throne, you hear a creaking of the door down the hall.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy.
And you hear, those of you in the back, you see another gaunt,
Those fuckers.
revenantral type of person walking down the hallway. He is not dressed in battle attire, and he is more of almost looking more like a wizarding kind of individual, but clearly he is a revenant, just the same as the gentleman you just spoke with. So you get the feeling that every body that is in here is just sort of existing here, so to speak.
Well, that tells me that we definitely don't want to crash here, y'all.
No, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
I'm with the kid. Let's get on out of here.
Well,
Are there any windows in the room?
hold on a minute, because he's going to talk to
There
you guys,
are.
because you're not going to just run away, because I just got to find what I need to find.
He's got some. Okay. All right,
But
man.
now I'm extra scared.
I got things
You
to
about to-
do, man.
You about to drop some knowledge?
That's what I'm thinking.
maybe
In very slow, creaky voice.
I don't know if I'll do that voice.
Another-
Now I got to do a different voice. Thanks, man.
Sorry, we didn't smite them immediately.
Wait, why didn't you smite him immediately? Hold on a minute. Let's see. What do I want to do here?
Smite.
That is
Blood. I don't think he's that
37.
thirsty.
That's
Blood.
that's the paladin's deal. Smite.
Right.
And I'm more like,
Dragon.
maybe no.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, yeah, dragon. Or like, oh fuck, it's my siblings. Ugh.
I'm
So
about to
That's fair.
drop a moonbeam on your ass.
That was a pretty
Exactly.
impressive moonbeam, I gotta say.
I will agree.
That was
So-
the level 3 moonbeam,
Yup.
but
So coming around the corner, let me see if I can put this guy in the chat.
Gonna have,
Professor
like-
Binns.
Now is he?
There is a way. No, I can't put him in the
he
hickey.
is like Predators. Oh my god.
He's actually a really cool looking dude. I just need to pop him in the chat. I can't do it anyway. All right. What's the matter? Oh, you got a different problem.
What happened?
Dog.
Oh my god.
This
got a
dog
flatulent
dropping
dog?
bombs over here.
Another reason I don't have a dog. All right, so it's I'll put it in the Discord chat later. But anyway, so you got this guy. He's got flowing white hair. He has dark circles around his eye sockets. He's got red eyes. He's got a bit of a decay to him.
It's like a zombie version of Izala.
And he's coming up.
He's coming from
behind.
behind. Yeah, he's coming from down the hallway. He's come out of a room.
Okay.
He's come out of a room.
Uh-huh.
Does he see us?
Did we awake
Oh, he
him
sees you
from
guys. He's like,
demented slumber?
he says, I'm sorry. There's that a better accent for you? You'll have to forgive Vladimir. He's not used to having guests here. I understand that there is a quarry among you.
There is.
I point to Sasha.
And he goes,
She did it.
and as you see him, you hear in your brain, Saj, Godfrey?
Oh wow, she's recognizing people. It's like a family reunion. Except all of them are dead.
Are you Godfrey?
I am Sir Godfrey Gwillem.
Getting deja vu.
I fought with a quarry named Vosh. You don't look anything like him, but I remember him fondly.
That body died in that battle long ago.
All of our bodies died in that battle long ago.
Sasha's my new companion. But I am here as well.
You had already died before Strahd ransacked the castle. It was all we could do to hide the things that we could hide. Fortunately, your shield, the one you hold in your hand now, was one of them.
Clearly.
But when
I appreciate that you did that.
well, we had to rally around what we could rally. Strahd killed Lord Argynvostholt, who reverted back to his dragon form upon death. Strahd skinned him and took the bones. And rumor has it that it is some trophy in the midst of his castle in Ravenloft. And all of us here are in revenantal form, seeking revenge against that abomination. Vladimir here is convinced that we're guardians to keep Strahd in his hell and torment, but I would much rather see the spirit of Argynvostholt freed. Because make no mistake, the spirit is here. You've probably seen it in the fireplace. You've seen its shadow in this castle.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
We exist here. I'm not sure how helpful we can be for you, but we appreciate that you're an ally. Vlad has taken the defeat harder than most, which is why he stays slumped in that chair. And so, for those of you who might be familiar with the Vampire Chronicles by Anne Rice, there's this scene where there's this story arc where Lestat, upon leaving Louis and Armand in Paris, goes back to Louisiana, and he goes back to the mansion that he was in, and he just basically lays there and just gets gaunt and just this derelict of the vampire that he once was. And that's kind of, and I only bring that up because it's kind of what you get out of this sense of Vladimir. He just sits in that chair. He doesn't need to eat. He doesn't really have, he will fight you if you come in and fight him, just like the Revenants downstairs fought you guys. He's not as blinded to the vengeance and hate that they were, but he has his own pieces of that. And this is sort of what Godfrey is sort of unpacking for you in this discussion. Y'all are in the hallway. You're having this conversation. Vladimir's there. Vladimir knows that he's talking about him behind his back. He just doesn't care.
Hundreds of years of death will do that to you.
You know.
Yeah.
Is there anything here that would help us on our journey besides my shield? Or any knowledge that you can give us?
I heard that.
Do it.
Besides the dragon.
He takes a piece of parchment. He folds it origami style and makes a little dragon and hands it to the.
Here you go.
Wow.
How did I know? How did I know?
Uh-huh.
It's like I could see it in the distance.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, most of the things you're going to find here are relics of another time. Revenants, relics. There's some giant spiders downstairs in the courtyard to the south, but it doesn't sound like you guys encountered those because we didn't hear a commotion. We did hear the commotion going on in the chapel, but we hear commotion going on in the chapel all the time. Sounds like you were successful down there, so those souls are out scurrying the Barovian countryside for corpses. We're about out of the bodies in the cemetery around us to inhabit and claw our way out of the dirt to hold sentinel here. So there's most of the threats you'll find in here are revenants or spirits, but now that you've made yourself known, I don't think you need to worry about those. So if you need a place of refuge for a day or so, we are at your service.
Can I still have that origami dragon though?
I gave it to you. What did you do with
gave
it?
it to you. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
That's awesome.
I forgot. I really forgot how limited the attention span can be from the corporeal form.
You're lucky you gave me an origami dragon. Otherwise, I'd be real pissed at you.
That's we sure do appreciate the hospitality.
Oh yeah, it is.
You folks, that is a great help.
So my suggestions are, on the first floor, the Great Hall. The spiders are to the south of that hall. Just keep the door shut. They won't come in after you. On the second floor, there's some rooms. There are some trapped areas, though, so I'd avoid that. There's a northern hallway that's about just below us that's got some traps. We've put them there on purpose to know when people are heading this way. So just avoid that corridor. There's a room up here you could hang out in if you want to stay on the high side, or you could stay in the main hallway, the main Great Hall, down by those spiders I mentioned.
Well, we sure do appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
That is a major help, because it is just not safe to travel around this area in the dark, so we have found.
I understand. Well, it's rare that we find an ally like so distinguished as the Quarry Vash. And he points towards Sashana with a great deal of reverence and respect.
I think the rain just got here.
Your lights are not purple.
Yeah, well, mine aren't that cool. They don't turn purple. But hold on, my dice tray
There
and
you
my
go.
dice turn purple. Does that count?
Sure.
Sure.
So, we're coming up on 10:45.
Yep.
But before, are we drawing to a close for the evening?
Yeah, I think,
I'm thinking the high ground is a good place to sleep. We can set up as we can there. I appreciate that. That is a absolutely. I'm deeply grateful for your hospitality. Thank you.
I think this is
So as you guys begin to, so where do you want to set up your?
I think somewhere here in the higher parts of the castle, I think is where we should be.
Okay.
I absolutely agree with you.
Okay, so I'm gonna move these dudes. I'm just gonna hide those dudes for now because they're not gonna attack you now. So
Vlad has his own eternal sleep to get to, but
Everybody go outside.
So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to remove the dynamic lighting off of the rooms that are available on this floor. And you can see them from the hallway. Get the other one. There we go. So there's two kind of up that you see. I just took they opened the doors basically, so you can see that. There's two rooms on this level. One on the east and one on the west. That you're welcome to use.
I'd say maybe this far room might be our best bet.
Well, this one.
Is that what I'm seeing? I'm still seeing a lot of darkness.
Yeah. So let me kind of. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this because everybody can see what Ismark sees. So I'm just going to put Ismark in the middle of the room. So this room is the exposure toward the stairs you came up with. So if anybody approaches by the road, you're going to know it. This one is on the other side and faces to the east. So those are your options.
Okay.
Here.
Hold on, I'm still seeing.
Yeah, it's still covered for me.
Oh, sorry. How about? Does that help?
Move your characters into the rooms, and then you can see them.
That's what I was doing, but
I saw that. I'm just moving mine around.
Yeah, I thought you could see where Ismark was going, though.
I'm looking for him.
But I can now see rooms instead of just darkness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I tell you what. I'm just gonna. You know what? You guys have. I'm just gonna turn the dynamic lighting off on this because you've reached a milestone here that.
Oh, there's Ismark. I found him.
All right, here I'll just do that. There you go. Look, there you go.
Hey.
Boom, boom, boom.
I like this room because we can see everyone that's coming from.
Yeah, I like that as well for exactly those reasons.
Set up a watch.
Isn't that where the bar is?
I mean, it could be.
So what?
That's where the bar is, isn't it?
No, you're above the bar.
Oh,
but
Well, I mean, we have a Gunlota on hand, so we've all got
That's
a mobile
fair.
bar all the time.
That's fair.
All true.
So all Gunlota all the time. So I'm gonna move everybody in that
I
room.
mean, after that last little battle, you got a little nip of that there fine moonshine you've been making.
And she goes,
So
what? This? That I've been. Yeah.
so
Yeah, that's the one. That's the good stuff.
You're like, well.
So Godfrey says, "You're welcome to this room. This is my personal room.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go be with my Vladimir."
I totally ship that.
And
Thanks,
he,
Godfrey.
Right, exactly.
huh?
What Wendy said she totally ships them.
Ships them.
Do you want to explain?
It's like a relationship. Like,
Oh yeah, no, these guys they go back.
Yeah.
And they have according to the canon that I have read, they have that relationship.
oh,
Okay.
I totally ship them.
Okay.
Most of the relationships that I ship have like no actual basis. So
There you go. All right.
Did I just learn a new what the kids say thing?
Yes, you did, because I didn't know that
Yes,
one, and
yeah.
I'm pretty hip.
You
Just
are.
ask me,
I'm
I'll tell you that I'm hip.
gonna ship that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I know. I know what a
characters in a
shiv
TV show.
is, but I don't know what a ship is. Anyway.
ship.
All right. So, as you guys kind of get settled in, and as Godfrey takes his leave of you, and you're preparing to kind of buckle down for the night, you hear particularly those of you with a high passive perception. I can't talk. You hear this noise to the west. And
The fuck is that?
so as those of you who would look out the window, if you do, I don't want to suppose what your character is.
My perception,
I will-
passive perception is not high, so
I
I'm
have a
sitting on like a-
17.
Yeah, so
you would
perception?
definitely be there.
you would
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
hear something in the distance, particularly because you love animals, right? And what you see in the distance is a black lab with a squeaky toy. No. No. I heard the squeaky toy. I just figured that's
Yeah.
what it was.
No, it's not the Cali.
Okay. Out in the distance, you see a black horse with a single rider on it.
Oh, fuck.
It is getting closer and closer. And then you see the horse coming
Go
up
back and come again.
the drive. And as it gets up to where the dragon that you saw before, you see a cloaked female dismount from the horse, smack the horse, and watch the horse run away in another direction. And she walks up the stairs, opens and closes the door, and you hear it. You hear the rumblings because you're above it. You kind of hear the creak and creak. And then the horse continues on past on the far side of the cemetery and heads away in the other direction. And not long after that, you see a few more horses come down the road that are clearly mounted by these men that you would recognize in the sense that you recognize them as Vistani. And they appear to be in pursuit of that black horse, and they continue on after the horse.
That's the missing girl.
Oh, is she running away now?
Maybe.
We need to talk to this person.
Well, this person who came in was clearly an adult.
Not a girl.
And as the door shuts, we're going to leave it there, and we will pick it up next time as to who this mystery writer is and what they bring to the story of the Curse of Strahd in Appalachia.
Nice.
And so we will be back in a couple of weeks because it will be Labor Day weekend, and we've all agreed we're doing this Labor Day weekend, right?
Yes.
No if nor buts, no coconuts. Okay, we're good. All right, so we'll be back in 2 weeks. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording. And kids, stay in school. Unless you're not in school yet, then get in school. And yeah, okay, whatever. See you in 2 weeks.